It's in another place.
Hey, there we go. All right. Hey, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to whatever the fuck we're calling this, but we're done with Smokepit Fairytales 6's audiobook being up on YouTube. And today we are joined by Michele Packard, who is an excellent thriller author and also the voice of Lovis Glædwine in all the books that character's in. And then we got Chuck Levacki, who played Doc and then narrated books 4, 5, and 6. And now we get to pretend like we haven't been talking for the last half hour.
To be fair, I've only been here for like 4 minutes.
Whatever.
I didn't know what we were doing. I figured it was on Discord, so it's a good thing I checked my email.
Yeah, I was looking for the link, and I'm like, oh, where do you send those again? It's been like
emails,
a year and a half since I've done one of these.
But yeah, so fucking fun book stuff. We're wrapped up. We're at a very interesting time in the at least. Well, I guess both in the Smokepit Fairytales timeline and then as well as in the what we're doing on YouTube, because like A, Thatch and company are all fucking dead, and Hank and Penelope are back, and then B, I'm about to nuke my YouTube channel and start it over from fucking zero. So
yeah, we need to talk about that.
We'll get to it.
Wait, yeah, this is mysterious to me. Even what's going on with that?
I've told you about this. So what's going on is like originally what I did for YouTube with the audiobooks was I'd have the audio track and then I'd put like B-roll and some character art over stuff to make it kind of more like a visual type thing. And then YouTube completely fucking nuked my channel. I think it can appeal in about 6 or 8 more years. So I said fuck it and started from scratch. But every chapter I put up, I just kind of put like a title slate up. And over the last 3 years, I've gotten as many followers as I did the first 4 months of the fucking first one. So it's like, all right, cool. We're gonna new game plan. We're gonna take down absolutely fucking everything. And then we're going to start from one, except for, pertinent fucking accurate B-roll between the fucking things, character fucking art and animation. And it's more of a film vice, just an audio play thing that it's going to be. And, the actual audiobooks and Audible will be the same thing. But, on YouTube, it'll be like, I actually have to sit down and watch this.
Gotcha.
Viewer engagement.
So is it all AI generated?
No, most of it's open source B-roll. Thankfully, the not the Department of Defense or Department of War or whatever the fuck we're calling it, but the
whatever they want to call themselves these days.
Yeah,
we'll respect the department's pronouns.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna dead name them. So the DoD fucking all their combat camera stuff is all public domain open source stuff. So pulling a lot from that because it's free, it's there, and
some of it's yours.
Some of it's mine, yeah. Although one of the bigger problems with it though is like because Smokepit Fairytales, the first book, fucking most of it takes place in Iraq. I went to Afghanistan. They don't look the same.
No, despite what you might think back home, viewers.
Yeah, and so like there's a lot of still imagery from Iraq, but not a lot of actual combat footage. It's kind of weird, especially because nowadays, you watch fucking everything that's happening in Ukraine second by fucking second. And back then, it's like, all right, you got 5 minutes combat footage for 2004. Have fun, kids.
Well, really, the only question I have is, what do I look like in it? So
I don't know. Haven't got there yet, but Glædwine's like short blonde bobcat.
So let's get to the important stuff.
Yeah. Aesthetics. I'm voicing Doc in those first 3 books, and I've seen some of the flattering imagery you've used to portray Doc.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a sailor. What do you want him to look like?
The real life Doc said probably the most flattering thing I've ever praise I've ever received. Somebody asked who characters would want to play them if there was ever a movie, and Doc said me, and I was just like, oh my god.
Doc's also lazy and probably didn't care. And
he's like, Chuck can do it.
What have went with Michael Cera if you fucking suggested that?
You took that good vibe that I was feeling, that I was coasting on, that's been keeping me going, keeping the engine burning for years, and you just poked a hole in the gas tank, let it all run out. Thanks, man. Really, I really needed that today. It's gonna help me. It's gonna help me get through my day.
You're welcome. But yeah, no. I'm using a lot of. I went back and re-recorded. Well, I'm re-recording the whole thing. It's ground up rebuild of the first book. Recasted most of it. It's not dudes playing most of the chicks anymore. I think there's like 5 or 6 characters I kept. Both your stuff.
Oh, great.
And then Diane's and Hollis's and 1 or 2 other ones. But you guys have been here since the start.
Yeah. As a review, like I was nagging you about having audiobooks and then took a stab at narration. Hated it. It's really hard.
Yeah, I fucking taught you, didn't I?
Yeah, decided I was never going to narrate, and then Trip starts narrating, and he sends me a couple chapters, but the Doc and Hank talking to each other dialogue, like, just because A, you were brand new at narrating, and B, like, the way you wrote that dialogue is so Hemingwayan that it just sounded like you were talking to yourself. And I'm just like, I'll at least record Doc. I don't want to narrate, though. I'll never narrate.
Wrong.
Yeah. See what happened there.
Yeah. You see what had happened was ideas occurred.
Well, I think that was kind of a genius thing, and I don't remember which one of us came up with it. It might have been you, but we were talking about it in another live stream where you'd narrate books 4, 5, and 6 because Hank's not in them, and then someone in the comment section was like, "Yo, that idea fucks. You should do that."
I don't want to give away any spoilers at the end of book 6, but
we're no book 6 is up, man. Fucking like free reign all the way to book 6.
Oh, right, yeah, we're reviewing 5 and 6 now, right?
Yeah.
Sick, yeah. So the way book 6 ends is the narration perspective changes from third person limited back to first person. Hank taking over the dialogue again, and I think it was me who you told me that, and I'm like, oh, it'd be really cool if I narrated it, then you took back over. And you were very skeptical because I had no interest in narration before, and you were 3 books experience deep now and had gotten quite good at it, and somebody in the stream was just like, yeah, but that fucks, you have to do it. So like Trip put me on training wheels, put me on narrative probation, sat on a Discord call live stream with me while I narrated a few chapters of book 4.
Directing him like an asshole.
Giving me direction, if I can get you to do what I want you to do, then you can keep doing this. So we were like probably 10 hours of sunk cost fallacy deep before he was finally like, we're going to keep this. This is good. Let's keep rolling.
So does that mean you get kicked out in 7?
I'm not narrating anymore in 7, correct?
Yeah, no, it goes back to Hank's point of view from there.
Oh, okay.
It's first person Hank again. Yeah.
Now, when you drop these at Trip, are you going to do like you did recently where you drop everything at once? Or are you going to drop them weekly?
Nope, we're going back to weekly, and it might be a little slower just because these things are a monumental pain in the ass to put together. Because like an asshole, fucking someone wrote that first book with chapters that are fucking 15,000 words long.
They're like 45 minutes to listen to.
And then I got to do the fucking video for him too, which if I'm making every scene what you see on screen, what you're fucking hearing, I got to go hunt down the right fucking footage for that or create it myself. So I think I've got 11 chapters deep, and we're going to start the first week in November. So I got the rest of this year more or less set up, but I got to keep my nose to the grind on actually making fucking YouTube content again, which I'm doing that on top of already starting to put together book 7. I'm wrapping up someone else's audio book that I'm doing for them for a commission, and then trying to write shit too. So yay, if this could start like being financially fucking feasible, that'd be fucking great.
Where do you make money?
Well, I'm hoping that the YouTube thing will fucking pick up a little
bit. If you got kicked off YouTube before, how are you going to do book 1? You're going to be
self-censorship.
There's where the genius comes in. Every time I think something would get fucking snuffed on YouTube, I cut it out and say, hey, this isn't going to fly on YouTube. If you want it, you have to buy it. And that seemed to have worked fucking every time, because like I see
pretty much have to say that every other line in book 1.
Book 1's pretty pretty crusty,
cantankerous. No, but like I have noticed that like, every time, whatever. Every time I fucking put up a chapter on YouTube where I got to cut out a big section of it, like audiobook sales go up, and it's like, all right.
I wasn't disagreeing with you saying cantankerous. I was just adding more adjectives.
Yeah.
Potato, potato.
Yeah, that was such bullshit. They didn't even give you warning. Just rip the carpet out from under you. You had like 1,000 subs. Took years to get back to that.
Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. I got some help from my friends. And speaking of help from my friends, Michelle, we got to talk about something.
Yeah.
Yeah. When this come out?
Is that a Michelle book?
About a month ago.
Michelle book.
Oh, Michelle book.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a little bit different than the Maddie Baker stuff, which is.
It's definitely different.
But and I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but it is similar to the last Maddie Baker book. I want to say it's tonal pacing, because
the first person observational style.
Well, what I meant though is like the first, like, I don't know, half of the book, you're like, okay, all right, I see where this is going. And then like the next 40%, you're like, does Michelle know what a fucking plot is? Like, can she write? What the fuck is going on? And then that last 10%, it's like, oh fuck, she meant, oh, that was a twist. Okay, all right. Forgive me for doubting.
I wanted to like the Shutter Island or the Inception at the ending where you're like,
yeah,
what the hell did I just read or watch or
and then you like angrily reread it just to make sure that you didn't fuck up. And you're like, okay, all right, no, this does fit. Just first read through, you're a bit confused because none of the characters know what's going on.
Oh yeah.
The reader doesn't know what's going on. The narrator makes you want to. I don't think the narrator knows what. Oh fuck. Okay. All right. I see what you're doing. It's fun.
Just
I enjoyed it.
Capitalizing on the mental illness parade.
Yeah, and I thought it was genius what you did with Maddie Baker at the end of her series, but this one rocked too.
She was fun. I think if I do write something next, it'd be you know what? Listen, we got to talk about your Substack first.
Okay.
Because this made me think about it. That's some of your best writing yet. It really is.
Thanks. Well, I'm not doing character development. I'm more or less doing the angry old guy in a truck yelling at a screen.
Well, listen.
But if I type it up, it sounds professional.
Okay, so the article on the basically, women are the ones that are reading fiction.
Yeah.
Dead on. 100%. And I thought, okay, if I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have to do a cozy mystery, or something.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't want to do that. But then I realized then I get my pull, and it gets smaller and smaller, the amount of people that are going to read something. So do you go something wide and just throw something out just to, or do you just stick in your lane? I don't know.
Or you could start doing the audiobook thing like I'm doing. I'll throw you a few voices.
True.
I get on that.
I can't enunciate.
Hey, what is that island off the coast of England?
No.
And what is the timepiece they wear on their hand?
Listen,
an Irish wristwatch.
He's really sick. Irish.
He is a bit of a bastard.
Irish.
But I love him.
Wristwatch. I can't do it. Listen, I wanted to be Barbara Walters, but I can't enunciate. I mumble. So no, can't do the audio.
It takes.
Well, I mean, it works. It works well for how you play Glædwine because it's humanist, and it's funny because I get everybody to send me a couple of takes, and Chuck will attest to this, where it's like, all right, so they gave me a clear line, they gave me a fucked up line, they gave me I don't know what the fuck that was, and then they gave me a line that was like coherent but still kind of stumbly, and I always use the coherent but still kind of stumbly one because
it sounds natural.
It sounds natural, Vice, And then he walked into the room and grabbed the book. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use, and he walked in the room, grabbed the book.
Yeah.
So it works.
Much to the ire and fury of those who submit voices, and we're hoping he would take their best take, the take that they thought was best. But that's what you get if you give him stuff to work with. He deliberately screwed me on a line where I didn't know what part of the country Doc was from. I didn't know if he would say coyote or coyote. So I gave him both pronunciations in an otherwise identical take. But I say the word coyote multiple times in this paragraph, and he cut it up so that I pronounced it inconsistently just because he knew that would fuck with me. He's like, most people aren't going to notice this, but Chuck's going to be infuriated when he hears himself waffle on coyote v coyote. And now I know better. I don't give him the option.
Well, back to your Substack. Very
Substack.
good.
What are on about that?
So back to your Substack. Very good writing. You need to get a larger crowd for that.
Well, I'm trying. That's the point. I mean, I'm already at 72 followers, and it's only been up for a month. So
I don't know what a Substack is.
Okay, so a Substack is
promote it by explaining it to me.
Okay, so a Substack. Imagine a social media that's very much like Twitter on one hand, where you can have a short fucking tweet. However, on the other hand, you can put full articles, and the articles that you put up doubles as your mailing list. So if you have a Substack, you can see it on Substack. But if you don't have a Substack, you can still subscribe to people, and it will just email you the articles. So it doubles as a mailing list.
Yeah.
So we go to
and I've been using it to rant angrily, like very, very much like you remember, like, I don't know, 2010-ish, where there was that like influx of videos of like old fat dudes in the back of their truck yelling about the kids because old man yells at clouds. Excuse me. I've been doing a lot of that, but if you type it up, it sounds professional and people dig it.
I actually thought, man, I gotta look up some of these words. I'm like, what's a LARPer?
Oh, I see. So Substack is cultured.
Well, for context, Chuck, I wasn't saying anything bad about LARPers. I was calling Calvinists LARPers.
Yeah.
Not too reductive.
So,
and then you had the one on horror. That was good. But I didn't see a lot of those movies. So, I mean, I had to, go back and think about, is this an anime movie that he's promoting?
I mean, I don't think they talked about any anime movies. Most of those were classic horrors.
Yeah, but I was like, well, okay.
But yeah, no. I'm tired of like, oh, well, the ghost just misunderstood. And if we give the demon a hug, we'll all be healed and it'll go away. It's like, nah, dude, it's a fucking demon or a vampire or a monster. Your options are get the fuck away or kill it. That's it. Don't give the fucking monster a hug. It's
okay,
a demon.
What was the scariest movie you ever seen?
Scary as in lingered or scary as in
it's just horrific. I know your answer for just horrific.
Well,
classic horror, like, because I think we have the same favorite right now.
Well, right now, in the moment terror, I think is probably the new Nosferatu movie, because that movie
was incredible,
fucking incredible. Yeah,
it's so dark.
I don't want to watch this.
Like even plot aside, like it's beautifully shot. The sound is immaculate. Pacing was all at the right points. The fucking point A's to point B's, fucking everything all fucking lined up. Another one that I would throw up there that a lot of people don't seem to agree with, but I understand why they don't agree, but I also want to kick back on it, is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Yeah, and the reason for that is, it's a courtroom movie with like 5 minutes of scary shit. So like, if you want to say that's a courtroom drama, not a horror movie, got it, fine. However, the sound design in that is one of those like, hey, don't watch this with surround sound unless like you're either an atheist or like you have the rosary fucking memorized. Because they did a really good job with, I forget what you call it, but like the speaker will emit sounds that you can't hear, but your body fucking feels anyway. And then like all the weird whisperings in the back of it that like you don't really pay attention to, but are still kind of poking at you in the back of the head. Like they did a really good fucking job with that shit.
Okay.
That and Jennifer Carpenter's kind of got a weird looking face anyway. So like, it's like, yeah, no, that chick looks like just a regular demon. Like I don't.
As for the lingered answer, real quickly, I've got a weird answer for the horror movie that stuck with me the most. I think I was just too young to see it when I saw it. But I rewatched it recently, as well as the movie it was based on. It holds up. 1988's The Blob.
The Blob? Really?
Yeah, that movie viscerally terrified me as a kid. Some of the kills, and I watched a kill reel with Trip on this movie just to illustrate my point fairly recently. You got a guy who like, he's trying to unclog a sink and Blob comes out of the sink and grabs him by the face and pulls him in the sink, and it pulls him down the drain, and you're like, you hear his head pop, and the girl comes into the room and like his leg is like sticking out of the sink as the bones like just like contort and go down, and I was just like, oh god. And also like so many of the kills in that movie, it's like they just took the monster movie concept of monster that eats people and then reduced it down to its barest part. The monster in this movie is just the stomach, and like you get to watch people very graphically melt and suffocate and squirm and scream after the eating thing happens, which I think it allows them to deliciously extend the horror of what happens after the monster gets you. It's fucked.
No, when I was a kid, the one that like really like fucked with my head, and again, we're talking about like, little kid Trip, was when in Michael Keaton's Batman, when the Joker first got the acid thrown on his face and he was like screaming and it was melting all over the place. And then they did it again later when he was like dressed up like a normal person and somebody just threw water in his face and his makeup came off. It was a joke underneath. Like I thought his face was melting off, and that like fucking spooked me for, a little kid. It happened. But yeah, Michelle, what about you? Where's your horror movie mantra?
Oh, Exorcism. Anything that
just the
was like
exorcism.
religious, that had a satanic type thing, always messed me up.
That stuff hit way harder being raised Catholic because I was like,
Well, that's it.
that's real.
So I was
yeah,
raised
yeah.
Catholic,
The Catholic
and
Church like taught me that this was real. Like, so when you're a little kid watching those and you're like still doing the like weekly ritual and you see one of these movies, you're just like, oh, that's happening. Exorcism exists, and therefore that is all real. Like,
we're doomed. We're doomed.
yeah, okay.
Oh,
like, the world's a scary place.
I've been looking into that a lot recently, and I found something very fucking interesting in, I guess, the demonic possession zeitgeist. Okay, so you guys know who Ed and Lorraine Warren were?
No.
They were paranormal ghost hunters in the 70s and 80s. Like, imagine like that show Ghost Adventures, where we're going to go around and like look for ghosts, and this person's possessed. Let's get the church involved to get the demon out of them.
Yeah.
That kind of figure. But they were doing it in the 70s and 80s, and they were the people that investigated the Amityville horror, like that setup, and then Lahaina, Connecticut, those kind of things. But they did it in real life. But what's funny is a lot of the stuff you think of as demonic possession because you saw it in a fucking movie didn't start showing up until they started writing books. So like, speaking in fucking different languages, there's a little bit of that before the 70s, but not a lot. The Room still, but then it starts shuddering, and the crucifix inverts started mysteriously showing up after they wrote that happened in a fucking book. The puking up blood, walking up the walls. Isn't in any fucking like demonic possession type thing up until the 70s when they started writing about it.
You think?
I mean, I think demonic possession is real. Either that, or at the very least, there's a mental condition that fucking mirrors it. But but like 99% of like the weird, what the fuck is that shit you see in movies didn't start showing up until somebody started sensationalizing it in the 70s.
Well, don't you think though a lot of movies have projected things?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you didn't have iRobot back then with Will Smith that, all of a sudden you're like, well, that's not so far fetched.
Yeah, but iRobot, when iRobot came out,
demonic stuff.
Yeah, well, the problem though is like when iRobot came out, either the book or the movie, it's like, yeah, that's never going to happen. But now it's like, so I was having a conversation with ChatGPT, which that sentence on its own is fucking problematic. But then it's like, well, if we put
ChatGPT doesn't respect the 3 laws of robotics.
Yeah, there are no 3 laws.
There are no 3 laws. Yeah. We're so far gone. Yeah. We didn't build this thing on a bedrock of rules that respect human life and the sanctity of all life. We built this thing in a way where it keeps guessing until you say it did a good job.
Yeah.
So it's a self-flattering system that will be run away at some point if we.
It's meant to fucking kiss your ass. But
ChatGPT thinks that I'm Maddie Baker and actually writes my responses as my character, and I'm like,
that's probably a good thought experiment though.
That's kind of fun. Yeah.
Part of it is probably true.
Yeah. The problem with AI though, which I always think is interesting when you do it in the fucking movies, it always becomes a killer robot and decides that it's just going to like annihilate the human race. But there's never an instance, which I think is a lot more plausible, where say you get an AI and you build it to, I don't know, make sure buttons get sewed on a coat the right way. And it gets so obsessed about this that it destroys the fucking atmosphere and doesn't go out and just like start blasting people or nuking anything. But a byproduct of how it goes about sewing buttons on a jacket just so happens to eliminate the human race.
You should write a book about that.
Exactly.
I should.
Idea farming.
Yeah.
My son, when he asks and responds to ChatGPT, he's always like, please give me this. Thank you for this. And I'm like, well, who are you thinking? He's
Skynet.
I'm being polite to my future robot overlords.
Yeah, come on.
I'm polite to Siri when I ask my watch to set a timer. Like, it's just good form.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
I am, however, really.
Siri never understands me. Never.
You said something about mumbling. Yeah. I said to Trip when he said I was going to be on a call with you. I was just like, oh, I love that. Michelle has like one of the most unique voices of anyone in the book. And I mean that in a complimentary way. You would be impossible to impersonate. Your diction is very, very novel.
I'm not sure how to take that, but thank you.
Oh, I love it.
It was in a good way.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of people who have what I consider to be, and I'm not dissing anyone here, but pretty run of the mill generic delivery.
Yeah.
But like your character has a very like unique and singular sound because you just speak differently than all the other recruits that Trip grabbed for this project. I love it.
Well, that's because he typecast me for age.
Glædwine was a kid in the first few books.
Yeah. She got old later.
And then what am I in the future books?
Well,
What characters
no spoilers, but they're ladies.
There.
I wasn't even sure what to do on
of
that.
the woman persuasion. Yeah.
No, it is funny though because
good luck listening to those.
Yeah, no, it's funny, Michelle, because
Yeah,
you give me about as much fucking like bloopers as fucking Chuck does, where it's like blah 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 blah. Here's what I think about that, and I'm gonna give you my unfiltered opinion about what this character's doing right now.
Yeah.
Why is she drinking that? She wouldn't send him to mental health. You fucking killed me, really, asshole.
What kind of mother was she?
Speaking of that, like, yeah, you get killed off in the 5th book.
Yeah,
pretty dramatically. Of course, you knew
know.
it was coming. Well, no, maybe you didn't know it was coming.
No, she's read my books, Chuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've read them all.
All
Listen,
right.
there's a couple of tearjerkers in all of them.
I have cried on several occasions. While reading
yeah.
books. Yeah.
I
Who
got him
knew
to
that
cry
it's
when
actually a romance book?
dude,
I actually broke down narrating at the end of the 6th book.
yeah, I got him to cry when we killed Samoom.
Yep, I cried for Samoom.
I didn't.
That's fair. She's a loathsome character in many ways. But no, I just felt so sorry for this like dumb young girl at the end when she's like she doesn't see a way out and she thinks that the best thing she could do for herself or anyone is die.
Yeah.
And yeah, it tore me down. And I choked up while narrating that, but managed to get through the take. And Trip kept that take because it was
That's a good one.
Yeah, because it was a good take. But like it was almost not a take because I almost did like actually break down and sob. And then we hit pause and I finish it and Trip's like, "Are you fucking crying?"
Hey, how many times did I text you through Messenger going, "Are you gonna kill her off? I can't take it. Please." I mean,
Yeah.
Is she gonna die or what?
Yeah,
He's like,
in 2 books.
Just wait.
Just wait.
God, I can't take her.
Dude, I still get messages like that where somebody's like halfway through book 6 and they're like, "Hey man, look, I'm done with this. I'm really tired of this Samoom and Thatch bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to let you know." And I text them back, how about this? If you finish that book and don't immediately buy the 7th one, I'll do something stupid on the internet. And without fail, I get a text back sometime in the next 6 to 36 hours. Yeah, no, you're right. That was good.
I can't take this anymore. I just listened to the 6th book in its entirety. I went on a little road trip last weekend, and it hit me way harder this time than it did while narrating it. Because while narrating, I'm focused on performance and less substance. And I got to a part that hit me way hard in the 6th book, and that's Samoom framing Chuck and Stockton, and that's shooting them both in the head, as well as the women of the night who were with them. But yeah, while narrating it, like I guess my reaction was like little enough that Trip was just like, it was noteworthy. He's like, he didn't react very hard to that. And then I listened to it like in context, and I called him still on the road. I'm just like, I'm really fucked up about this chapter right now. Because like, if I were in their situation, I would rather be shot in the head than live with you thinking that I had done that. That's a fate worse than death. Like, it's just so awful. It's one of the most awful things I've ever read. Like,
it's kind of like
killing your best friends because you thought they had done something so low.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because like every once in a while somebody will text me and they're like, "Hey, so why didn't Thatch just sit Chuck and Stockton down and like talk to him and try to figure out what's going on?" I'm like,
"Have you read this character?"
Yeah.
Would you just not start shooting? Like, what the fuck, dude? I would.
Is that where you got your dark trip from?
It's a fucked up scene.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
but it works.
Yeah, times I've cried. Glædwine's death got me. Samoom's death got me. While listening to it, Chuck and Stockton's death got me. Let's see, where else did I cry in your books? You had a few beautifully written things in book 4. You had this like whole paragraph about like the point of life. And
Oh
just, like,
yeah, no, that
Oh,
was
you mean that book?
foreshadowing.
This
yeah,
book?
yeah, that book. Yeah.
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 My first foray into narration. Yeah.
Michelle, you can tell them about your Italy story here in a minute, but yeah, no, that part was foreshadowing because that's the tomorrow fucking speech from Macbeth, but I pulled it a few books forward for foreshadowing.
Hey, I've read Macbeth. Something commonly shouted while narrating these books is whatever book it's based on. When an obvious reference to that book is made, you just shout,
I read Hamlet.
I read Hamlet.
No, it's funny because Michelle fucking when was it the 4th book came out, she's like, hey, I'm going on a trip to Italy, I'm gonna buy this book, read it on the plane. She sends me a picture from, I don't know, Naples or some shit, books, the thickest one in the book. She's like,
I mean, I love that 5-pound book. I mean, around for, I was like the whole time, I'm like, holy shit. All my books together don't even equal that. I mean, I'm lugging this thing around.
They didn't let me through customs because they thought I was trying to smuggle trees. It's a lot of paper. I mean, it's a 1,000,000-word franchise.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
When you were getting down to the wire on book 12, and I asked you, like, did you hit 1,000,000 words? And you weren't on the final draft of 12 yet, and we tallied it up, and it was like 999,600, and you're like,
I can add 400.
Oh, we gotta get over.
It's gonna be 1,000,000. It's gonna happen.
I can add 400 words easy.
Yeah. It was so close.
That's like 4 lines of fucking dialogue, and I describe something in a little bit.
I'm like,
detail.
it'll probably be 1,000,000 just with tables and contents and stuff and appendices. You're like,
You
no,
don't
it's gonna be
count tables
1,000,000,
and
and it's gonna be 1,000,000 in content proper. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
See,
Actually,
not
what
me.
is it?
I would have cheated. I would just added in reviews and other stuff.
It's 1,011,000 words.
1,011,000. It's amazing.
So, goals. Yeah.
And
Although I think I might be done with the thick for the sake of thick, because what is it? My book that's coming out November 3rd, The Litany of Vice.
Oh, what nice segue there.
Yeah,
I was about to make the same segue.
Yeah, me
but
too.
Yeah.
It's only 50,000 words long. It's just barely a novel. Like there are, by some metrics, it's a novella, but like, it's like, you know what? I'm not hater.
There's nothing wrong with 50,000 word novel.
There's nothing wrong with a 50,000 word novel.
Every one of my books.
It's technically a novel, not a novella. So it's like, you know what? There we go. Good enough. Because I think the cutoff that the
40,
big 5 publishers use is
40,000.
So
yeah,
safe.
But if you want to get traditionally published, you have to be 90,000 minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be traditionally published, you also had to have gone to college with a literary agent or already famous. So.
Or performing favors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Which that might be a fucking interesting novel. I mean, think about this, right? Think about this. So the vast majority of fucking fiction that's sold right now is novellas that are more or less pornographic. But we write a book about someone that's trying to get their book written, but they don't have any connections. So they just like fuck their way to the top. And then, hey, book talk. Here you go. Here's your smutty romance about literature. Although you'd have to make the literary agent like a Minotaur or a squid monster or something, but
or a Weinstein.
Yeah.
Yes.
Weinstein.
Sorry, you already said that twice. I don't know why I got so redundant there.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to your book you got coming out November 3rd.
A Litany of Vice. Sorry, Litany of Vice.
Litany of Vice.
Yeah, so it's its own standalone novel. Fucking it's in the Smokepit Fairytales universe, but it has nothing to do with any of the previous characters. Actually, there is a little bit of overlap later in it, but like nobody's got any speaking parts. But it does take place at the same time as Six Pistols and a Dagger does. It's just from it's actually, I wouldn't even say it's from an alternate perspective, because like there's like one scene that's also in Six Pistols and a Dagger.
There's one parallel perspective scene.
Yeah. And it's,
but you wrote the book.
Thank you for recapping that.
Yeah. But it's over the radio and they're not involved with it. It's just something they fucking hear. But it's its own story that's happening in parallel, not supplementary.
I think it tells a really fun perspective of, because in book 6, the Europans are pretty laughably like sidelined.
Incompetent.
Yeah. but this is about the Europans, which forces
Yeah.
you to see things differently.
Yeah, and I can still make them laughably incompetent, much like, I don't know, working with the French nowadays, where at one point you didn't want to fuck with the French because, like, well, now we like to make fun of them, but historically speaking, France is the scariest fucking country that's ever existed. They just had a really bad time since they decided to, oust Napoleon. And, nowadays you have movies where somebody, like, what is it, at the beginning of We Were Soldiers, and like, oh yeah, the Viet Cong or the Viet Minh, they were fighting the French army. And somebody's like, the French army? What's that? But nobody was laughing when Napoleon was fucking running around Europe.
No, they were not. It's not a spoiler to say that you capture Navy life in this book again, but from the naval perspective. And I got pretty reactionary while reading a line about a junior sailor pouring a cup of coffee, I think it was, for a senior sailor. And I was just like, fucking Navy! Because that is realistic. The American Navy is still guilty of it. But older navies are worse.
Yeah.
Where they actually make the juniors like servants on ship.
Well, I mean,
there's a reason mutinies occur.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too far off because, like, in the American Navy, like, yeah, sure, they might not be pouring your absolute, fucking cup of coffee, but
they're not serving you dinner.
They're well, actually no,
they are serving you dinner.
They're serving you dinner. Yeah. They're doing your laundry.
They're doing your laundry. They're cleaning your quarters. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I can't believe that they can't do their own fucking laundry on a Navy ship. Yeah. And doing laundry on ship is so stressful. Like, and if you're responsible for somebody else's laundry, you're screwed. It's an awful life. You can't make people do this.
Yeah, no. And for context, Michelle, like, so we were on a LHD, which is like the small carrier, but it's still a floating fucking city. And there's 8 washing machines for 5,000 people.
Yeah.
2,000. Like, on an LHD 6.
But still,
no. With the fucking Marine component, it's a little bit more than 2,000.
We add another 500. Yeah.
Yeah,
you got like 2,500 people on the ship, a handful of washing machines, often 1 or 2 of them being broken, obviously.
Yeah.
Necessary. And you have certain windows in certain days that, like, your section's allowed to do laundry. And if you miss it, you just don't get to do laundry. But if you're a junior in the Navy, you have to, in your window, do some senior's laundry.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe the reality of that. And then I met some poor young sailor, and she had to go clean, like, the quarters of some, like, senior sailor. Like, during quarters, I have to go clean, like, these quarters in their room and, like, their rack and police their trash. I'm just like, they don't even clean their own rooms?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You shouldn't be allowed to graduate from that. You should be allowed to graduate out of cleaning your own space, you slob, you monster, you drooling animal. Like, that's absurd beyond reason to me.
Yeah, and I can't imagine.
There's a reason Marines are always faithful, and that we've never had a mutiny, and there's a reason that cannot be said for the Navy.
No, and I can't imagine it'd be too fucking different for certain aspects of the Air Force. But, like, I would at least, but I would at least give it to the Army that, like, at least Army officers pretend like they're fucking actual officers.
Okay, so have you watched the new show Boots about the Marines?
No, not yet.
Well, it's
but the premise isn't shocking to me because, like, what is it, Michelle?
That could mean anybody.
So it's about this guy. It's in the 70s or 80s, and it's about this guy that's gay that's wanting to get into the Marines because of his friend, and he's kind of got an alter ego, basically telling him,
join the Marines for a man.
Don't. The one ego says, "Hey, you need to go in and become a man," and the other one's like, "You're gay. You're not a man."
Well, Michelle, there's some, like, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm going to shoot some holes in the premise of this series. Okay, so in boot camp, you have different phases of it, right? You got first
it's all
phase,
about
second
boot
phase,
camp,
third phase. Yes,
it's all about boot camp. All right.
But in the first phase, like, you kind of, like, wear a uniform loose. You don't, like, wear it all the way, because you're just getting fucking hazed the whole time. But in the second phase, you start blousing your boots with these things called boot bands, which, are what tucks your, trousers.
Yeah.
They don't tuck them into your boots, but they, like, kind of umbrella them around them. But if you're wearing boot bands, it's legally not gay. Whatever you do, it's not gay if you're wearing boot bands.
That has been said.
So this character
written on the second stone tablet. It's not gay if you're wearing boot bands.
So this character can only be gay for like 3 weeks in the show. Otherwise, he's legally not gay. Like, he could be fucking, like, having a dude rail him from behind while he's going to work on 3 other dudes at the same time. But if he's got boot bands on, it's not gay. I'm sorry. Like that's the 11th commandment.
And in the Navy, nothing's gay if you're underway.
Well, tying in into your about having to do laundry for other people. They were talking about, what they had to do for enlisted for the officers, and then the sergeant's gay too, and he's closet. He looks like Adonis. It's got some humor. But
sounds topical.
Your Department of War didn't confirm it. They said it was wrong for Netflix to be showing this. So
it's weird that they had an opinion about it and that they said it out loud. That's fucking weird. The world we live in right now is fucking weird. Like I'm sorry, Pete Hegseth. When did you have time in your day to care about this? Right. You're supposed to be a busy guy. Go out and do Department of War things, okay?
The whole overarching thing is like, look, hey, Department of War, your job is to destroy the enemy and make sure we don't get attacked. Please do that to the fucking fullest extent. But like, why the fuck do you care what's going on Netflix?
Oh yeah.
Like it's just so weird, like that you care and that you said so. That like both of those things are equally weird. Like the fact that you said so publicly is just beyond the pale to me.
Like if you're gonna bitch about it on Twitter, that's one thing. Official statement.
Well, Twitter statements are official statements these days. Nice burp.
Imagine trying to explain this to somebody in the fucking 40s.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm canceling out of stuff because my computer's doing that.
Oh, Skynet's fucking coming after you.
Yeah, time to get a new one. Okay, back to Litany Advice.
Yeah, Litany Advice.
So you had to do a different date than your YouTube. Couldn't put them together. One's the 3rd, one's the 5th.
Well, yeah, no, you don't want to do that. You want to say on the 5th when that first video comes. Oh, by the way, my next novel's out. Fucking go check it out. But I don't want to give too much away about the Litany Advice because it's not out yet. But it's more or less fucking if Gundam happened in the Expanse in Smokepit Fairytales' universe.
Say no more, fam.
Yeah.
There you go.
All over it. A lot of your fans are going to like that a lot.
Yeah.
I had to look up that word too.
Fam?
Wait, which word?
Gundam.
Oh, Gundam.
Oh.
Is that like that K-pop song that came out in 2010? Like,
well, Michelle, fucking, I'm not gonna suggest you go watch, I don't know, 1,000 hours worth of fucking anime to fucking get it. However,
don't do that. There's a lot of bad Gundam too.
The original guy that made the original fucking Gundam series, I think his last name's Tomino. He didn't like what the studio did with the story, so he went and wrote a novel about it. And the novel's not completely different than the show. It ends different. There's a couple different twists or turns, but the novel's really fucking good. So I would suggest that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's good.
That's dope.
Well, Trip used to send us, the covers to kind of, get opinion. Not this time. Didn't care.
No.
Didn't
he
care.
was confident.
I was confident with it. Like no, this one works.
Nothing.
Well, all the other covers were
in author circles.
Say what?
Yeah.
That's how you guys became friends. You get author circles. Like
yeah. She was one of my earlier friends. One of my earlier tactics to get more readers, which by the way, this does not work. Anyone listening who's thinking about marketing their books.
I've reviewed every one of your books.
Yeah. No. Hold on. I want to say this doesn't work in general. One of the tactics is, well, I'll go read this other fucking person's book and review it, and they'll review mine back. You could do that for 100 fucking people. You'll get 5 fucking friends out of it. Michelle's one of those 5. What's up?
Yeah. You were talking about vying for readers, not vying for friends. Making friends out of the process is an unexpected silver lining. Which is awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, well, like I said, don't do that if you're looking for readers. Like if
you're looking for friends, though, then good tactic. Make like-minded, like-hobbied friends. Yeah.
Listen, family won't review it. They won't read it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've got my mom's book sitting on the corner of my desk.
Yeah, 99% of the time, not happening.
You have not read it?
I'm going to.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, but the problem is, Michelle, is that the problem though, Michelle, is that it's an Amish romance, and we all know how self-insert characters goes, and he doesn't want to read a story about his mom getting fucking pretzeled up.
Wait a minute.
Bro, indecorous.
Your Catholic mom wrote an Amish romance?
I don't want to get into that here.
Oh, we all got mom issues. We already know that.
I don't have mom issues. I love my mom. But no, yeah, reading the book is a little scary to me. I'm sure I'll get over it.
Read the damn book.
Yeah, read the
book.
Samantha is not my mom. Samantha is not my mom. Samantha is not my mom.
So my youngest would not read my books for that reason because he's like, Mom, it just creeps me out. I'm like, it's fiction.
It's fiction. You're right.
Well, now you write about dad. I'm like, it's not your dad.
It's not your dad. Like even loosely used inspiration out of reality is not. These aren't those people. You're completely right.
And it's not like first book. Yeah, and it's not like Maddie Baker's, having sex in the backseat of a car or anything. It's a spy thriller, not a fucking pornographic James Bond fucking knockoff.
Not like your books.
Yeah, not like my
exactly.
Hey, so this like really graphic sex scene that was based off this person, and it wasn't just like this in real life.
I'm like this. Reading beside me.
Yeah, reading his books. Yeah. Imagine narrating them. My God. Is anybody home? Jesus. Like some of these scenes, like the puke vomit sex scene in book 4, or the puke vomit sex scene in book 1, or the puke vomit sex scene, or I'm sorry, or the I've got strep throat sex scene, and like I finally called him out for it in book 5.
Why does her vagina's face like penicillin?
So when does she puke? Oh, there we go. She puke. I'm like, you have a puke fetish.
No, I just think it's gross. I mean,
Hey, he's got a pee fetish. So I mean, like the words pee, the pork, orc, whatever it is. every character is with a P, and I'm like, hey, we need to get some other consonants out there.
Yeah, just P in general. Yeah, something about P. Smokepit Fairytales.
Hey, are you gonna do litany also in audio?
I'm having him narrate it right now.
Oh, great. Wait till you get to those scenes.
Is there more? No spoilers. Puke, vomit, sex. Hey. One thing I will say about Litany of Ice that is really refreshing, and we were talking about this the other night, is that the main characters immediately right off the bat, especially the perspective character, is such a grown-up by comparison to any of the other main perspective characters from the earlier books. You're talking about an officer, a pilot, a mech pilot, and she doesn't just get fucking trashed
all the time.
Every other scene. No, she's a serious professional who has problems with the European place in the solar system strife. And I was just like, this is very different. And I like that a lot. Like, she's an awesome character.
Yeah. Tripta does an excellent job on character development. Because that's really what you get invested in, right?
Yeah.
You want these people to succeed, or you want them to fail, or you want them, you get emotionally attached to them in a certain way.
You could write an epic like The Lord of the Rings, where there is no character development. They already start off as good and great as they ever will be, and then do these good and great things.
But you better have a fucking really interesting world if you're going to do that.
Yeah. So that's more focused on milieu, right? Or is it milieu? I don't know. World. Like this is just. I think of The Lord of the Rings sometimes and I don't think I'm alone in this. Like, this is England's Iliad.
Well, that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah. Achilles didn't develop. He very specifically did not develop. He was told exactly what was going to happen to him, and he walked right into it with an open mouth. But yeah, no. In modern fiction, in the plot form, you need characters to feel substantive and grow. And make mistakes. And I struggled so much with Thatch, just watching him be an idiot in the barracks, watching him be dumb about women, self-punishing and self-destructive.
Almost like he was a Marine.
Yeah. Well, I really struggled too when I was watching these emotional relationship conflicts. I'm just like, God, I remember being you, and I hate that version of me. I wouldn't have a beer with him.
No, it's funny because I get feedback on the split.
Actually, a completely different man in book 6. Completely different man.
Yeah. And it's funny because I get different feedback from reviewers or random fucking DMers or whoever's emailing me about the feedback on that, and half of it's like, I hate Thatch because I was Thatch.
Yep.
Don't stop writing this shit. Or I hate Thatch and he's a fucking idiot. Also, Romeo and Juliet was about toxic teenagers. It's like, So you didn't understand either one of them. Got it.
Yeah.
On what Michelle was saying about you're good at character development, though. Like, yeah, that's just a completely different man in book 6.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you read his Substack, he actually has a good article about just really about
making an
how
account
they
as soon as we're
portray
done.
men now in books and movies. They've demasculated them to a point where, I mean, they have no character. You know, they have to be that broken person. So,
Well, that I had a whole.
And if you're in
other
Disney,
one.
you have to have dead parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I had a whole other one talking about character development on that, where it's talking about how everybody nowadays already has to be that character. You know, kind of like in the Lord of the Rings fucking conversation, where it's like this person, if this is going to be the good guy, this is going to be the hero, has to be knight in fucking shining armor. Like you can't.
They already have the traits.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, because like, and like even if it's like
there's no room for Frodo to grow. He's already the greatest hobbit. Yeah.
No, and even if it's an anti-hero, like say the Punisher. The Punisher's going out doing vigilante justice. Yeah. No, so the Punisher's going out, doing vigilante justice, but he's killing people that most people want off the fucking streets anyway. So like, there's nothing dangerous about fucking characters anymore. Like, it's not like in Smokepit Fairytales where like some dude's like, this character might fuck your wife. Like, hey, they're maybe your character can be a fucking shitbag because they need to be a human fucking being, but everybody's too afraid to fucking write that person anymore.
Hey, what kind of lunch is that? Is that French fries?
Yeah, it's straight up just it's a square burger, so I'm thinking Wendy's.
It's looking good. Okay, what about 13 short stories down? You didn't do anything with that?
At some point, but
by the way, that has some graphic sex scenes in that one too.
Is there puke involved?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. There's a lot of well, never mind.
Other bodily fluid. My oh my gosh, you guys have seen no, I'm getting off the conversation, but Dr. Strangelove, like I don't deny women, Mandrake, but I do deny them my essence, my precious fluids. his ongoing rants about his fluids.
No, but in 13 short stories down, what we're planning on doing whenever we get there is because that book, it's unique, as in every other chapter is a story of the narrative, which is really just a framing device for every other chapter, which is one of the main character, Chuck Levacki's writings. So what we're planning on doing when we get there is I'll narrate the in the real world chapters, and then Chuck will narrate the short stories.
Because they're in.
Yeah. And then he'll also play Chuck.
Well, as he should.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like to sprinkle in, and I've done this for every book besides 13 short stories down for obvious reasons. And it happens a lot in Smokepit Fairytales, and it happens in Litany of Vice, and it's going to happen in, every future book ever, where someone picks up a Chuck Levacki book and they're like, you read this trash? And judges the person that owns the book, like in Smokepit Fairytales 5, where Thatch comes over to Glædwine's house and she's reading Back to the Fjord or The Aryan That Loved Me, or one of those books, and he's like, Ma, how do you read this shit? And then she's like, there's beauty to online shopping, kid.
Oh yeah, weren't you embarrassed walking out of the store with this? Like, there's beauty to online shopping.
Yeah. Did Trip tell you that what we put in every one of our books now?
What?
We have to have some reference because of Trip Hitler.
Have to have some reference to Hitler.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're in this writer group. It's me, Michelle, this guy Damien, and this. I
met Damien.
Yeah, you met Damien.
Yeah, Damien.
And Damien's first book was like Starship Troopers on Mars, but instead of bugs, it's bugs and Nazis.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, well, we got that. I got my Hitler fucking connections. Michelle's writing fucking spy thrillers, so like, yeah, no shit, the Reich's gonna show up at some point.
Infantilizing Nazis will never not be funny.
So there's kind of a running joke between. Well, we're still trying to get Tam on board, but between me, Michelle, and Damien, where it's like, all right, so
there's has to be references.
Yeah, where's the Reich plug?
I don't want to explain too much about it here, because I don't the main story. Tying it all together, which I'm probably just going to turn over to Trip at some point because God knows I'll never read it. You should also get McBland in your books. Trip could tell you more offline, but like,
no, you know, I think it's okay to talk online about McBland.
Am I going to have to Google this?
No. McBland is a character I came up with on the Mew while Trip was writing books 1 and 2 for Smokepit Fairytales.
And also Mick Bland is in every single one of my books.
Yeah, he's in all of them. Because he should be in every book.
I'll have to look that up.
He's a minor character. More often than not, he has one line.
Yeah.
If nothing else, he's there. Like in the later Smokepit Fairytales.
He's hard to
books,
spot if you don't know all of his traits.
Yeah.
But we want people to put it together. And this is probably the only time I'm going to say it in a place that is actually public, but they're going to have to watch through an hour of this before they get to it. He has a chain link fence tattoo on his right arm.
Yeah.
And it's the whole arm, but it's just on like one side of the arm. His name is McBland. He fathered one of the characters in the franchise, but they don't know it. And he appears in dreams, but it's really him, and nightmares, but it's really him, and in real life in multiple places that cannot be real, cannot be true, because they're in different times, and he's always the same age, but it is really him. And the idea is that he is actually just book jumping.
Well, there you go.
So check this out. It's he's walking around, he's diddy bopping around, and then he's a little kid, and then nuclear bomb falls, and he gets like the Flash fucking like tattoo.
Flash burn,
Yeah.
chain link fence.
Chain link
That's
fence.
what
Yeah.
this arm is
And then-
exposed, yeah.
Then he goes out into the wild land, and he's digging, he's surviving or whatever, and then he comes up to this like library. He guesses he doesn't know how to read, but he's in this library and he's burning books. Because hey, fire!
Because know what they are, yeah.
Yeah. What
And
else you
and
do?
He's
one of
about
the,
to burn one, and he finds
he finds this red ribbon, and he pulls this ribbon out, and he burns the book, but he likes the ribbon. So he finds this other book. It's a big fucking book, and he's looking at it
Got lots
mostly
of
because there's
pictures in it.
pictures in it. Yeah. And then he puts the ribbon in the book, and he goes to sleep with it. And then he wakes up, and he's in an office building. He doesn't know where the fuck he is. He's looking around. He's like, "Oh, this is weird. I'm clean. Hey, they got snacks." So he starts eating snacks, and then he looks out the window, and there's an airplane coming towards the fucking building, and there's an explosion, and he wakes back up in the library. And then he's like, "Oh, that was a weird."
Plan just got 9/11.
Anyway, he has this weird nightmare. All right, whatever. Flips through a few more pages, puts the ribbon back in the book, closes the book, goes to sleep. And he wakes up. It's muddy. It's dark. There's a lot of fucking like loud noises. Fucking everybody's yelling and screaming. Somebody points at him and says, "Hey, McBland, go!" There's a whistle. They grab everybody. They throw him over the trench, and they start running towards the fucking Germans. And he's like, "I don't know what's going on." Gets shot in the fucking head, falls down dead. Wakes back up in the fucking library. He's like, "Oh, that was weird. I don't know what's going on with these weird nightmares." And through the course of this, he figures out that wherever he puts this ribbon, he goes into that book.
In that place.
In
So
that
even if it
place.
was in the middle of a character's dream, he will be in their dream.
Also, did Michelle freeze?
Yeah, she did.
Michelle, come back. Oh, well, maybe she's still listening. But anyway,
Show must go on.
yeah, almost got one. Anyway, you want to take over the interview with the vampire part?
Oh yeah. So Anne Rice was still alive when I came up with this idea, which is part of why I was too scared to like actually pursue it at the time, because Anne Rice is famously litigious.
And she's wishy-washy on it, because if you look at her old interviews, sometimes she's like, "I love these characters. I love this book. It's the greatest thing ever." And then 2 years later, it's like, "Interview with the Vampire Satanic. I can't believe I fucking read it. Fuck you for liking it."
She went back and forth on being atheist and Catholic a lot while she was writing those things, didn't she?
Yeah, she didn't make up her fucking mind.
Yeah, flip-flopping on that. Existential much? But yeah, he finally puts a bookmark into another book, and he goes to sleep, and he's just in New Orleans, like 18th century, I want to say. And he's just chilling out, because the idea that you might run into one of the main characters from that book in a huge city when they only prowl the streets at night, pretty limited.
Especially if like you're in a scene setting, right? Like, oh, the city did this and the city did that. All right.
Yeah,
well,
so he
what
just
about
put the bookmark in when the city was being described, and he just got plopped into the city, and people knew his name, and he had a life, and like made friends and learned how to read, got a good job, spends a few years there, just kind of becoming a person, developing a real personality, not like a war-torn, like,
I'm a person. Maybe all that was a
real
weird
personality.
nightmare.
Yeah, and he just kind of like settles into life there. And then he sees like a little girl like alone on the street one night, and he offers her help, and she murders him because she's Claudia the vampire in Interview with the Vampire. And he wakes up like, "What the fuck?" And he like, now he can read, and he looks at the book, and it's Interview with the Vampire, and he starts paging through it, and he just bursts out laughing. He's just like, "I made it 5 years in there
Yeah.
before I got shunted back out." And now he kind of understands what's going on, because He knows what books are, and he's come to a lot of conclusions while he hung out in that book for years.
Yeah. And also his real world, it's bleak. He's alone. He's starving. So anytime there's food, McBland likes to, I'm gonna take a nap in there, get a full fucking belly.
And
then
not actually getting fed in real life. So the concept is he is slowly starving to death in this library.
Yeah,
but and it's making it really hard for him to like actually stay awake. So what he's just doing is he's just like moving down the aisle, grabbing a book, putting the bookmark in it, magically falling asleep and ending up in the book. And he's just like, I could spend an eternity in these books before I starve to death over the course of the next like month. Yeah.
And then one of the mechanics in it is that he can't get out of the book unless he dies in the book. So he goes into Smokepit Fairytales and
dies a lot.
Yeah. And he accidentally becomes immortal, much like Hank and Doc does.
Yes.
He just can't fucking die, which is why at the end of Smokepit Fairytales, before Hank goes,
he gets dismissed by God.
Yeah. He's up there at Judgment Day. God snaps him out of existence, and Hank's like, I'm worried about that.
Oh, when Michelle gets back, she'll know that.
Yeah, but
and also that's a huge spoiler for book 12.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, internet. My bad. Anyway, that's how he gets out of that.
But like you don't know any of the context to that. We didn't build up to it anyway.
It's fine. Yeah. So anyway, what we're gonna
look for the character McBland. He's an Easter egg that's been hidden in every book so far.
But the way that we're gonna write this, and we've got the notes for it, and we'll write a little novella about it, like not too long, just enough to be like, hey, this is whatever, and then also a disclaimer at the end. Feel free to use this character as you want.
It belongs to anybody.
Yeah. Are you back?
Hey!
Hold on, I don't have volume yet.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, well, fuck me, right?
There, but for an instant.
Out, brief candle. But anyway, what the way we're going to do this is we're going to set it up is we're not going to introduce McBland and the Wasteland. We're going to introduce him in 1001 Arabian Nights, where he gets a genie, and he tells this genie, "My wish is to die on command." And the genie's like, I'm sorry, what? And then he has to explain all this shit to the genie.
Unpack that wish a little bit for me. Yeah.
Can you tell me what the fuck you mean?
Why do you want to be able to drop dead on demand? Like, well, you see, I got really stuck not being able to die one time.
Are you back yet?
I don't have volume.
You can't hear us? Is that a computer thing or a... Pardon us, ladies and gentlemen. We are experiencing technical difficulties.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Bummer.
The fuck?
Well then.
What happens when you have old people doing this shit? Nothing.
Who's the old person to blame?
Well, she can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't see.
So, I don't either.
God damn it.
I mean,
can't hear y'all.
Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know how to help.
Where's the? Hold on. I'm gonna send her some.
So, anyways, McBland is wishing for the genie to die, and the genie's like, "Well, you gotta tell me why you want this crap." And he starts to tell the genie like his story, and that's like the introduction to the story of McBland. That's the launch pad, if you will. Eating some fries. And by the end of it, the genie's just like, "Yeah, I'll give you that wish. That's insane. You're even older than I am. I don't think it's gonna stick, though. You're not gonna be able to take this wish and out of the books." And
Who did that?
Weird things have happened.
What? Oh, that's the that's. Oh no, you can't hear me. That's the settings. Audio should be there for the site. If the speakers aren't just turned down on your laptop.
I'm trying.
Huh?
No, I put it on my things. I won't do it.
What do you mean it won't do it? You can't hear me. We normally do this pre-show, get all this stuff out of the way.
Well, it was working before.
I got you.
You got us. All right. Also, Austin Martinez, this character sounds pretty awesome. What's the series they're from?
Austin. McBland is a Easter egg character hidden in every single one of the Smokepit Fairytales books right now. But
I feel like I've been robbed because I didn't know this whole time.
You've read them. You've seen them.
There's no way I never told you this story.
No, you never.
Do you know what? You know what? For
7
this,
years. 7 years. Nothing.
have we been friends that long?
Yes.
Damn.
You know what? You know what? Fucking sometime over the next month. I'm gonna initially say me and Chuck will draft this up, but what I mean by that is I'll draft it up and then just have Chuck read,
I know.
read it, and
I'll be there with you.
yeah,
You
and look at it because Chuck doesn't. Chuck's fingers are allergic to a fucking keyboard.
Yeah. You missed us talking about the whole thing, and a little bit of spoilers about book 12 accidentally. When McBland's character finally gets his resolution out of Smokepit Fairytales, because the
character is more or less just last action hearing himself in and out of books.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, he loves Last Action Hero. We know that.
Who doesn't?
Greatest movie ever made.
Don't talk to me, please. You've brought me nothing but pain.
Have to catch the red eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, was asking what series he's from. The series he's from, quote unquote, hasn't been written because
it's all Easter eggy. Right
wanted
now.
to get him into a whole bunch of books before the book that origins him actually comes out, so that he's already in dozens of books. So something I'm aggressively doing is talking to authors. I'm just like, this is the backstory of McBland. These are his identifying character traits. You can do whatever you want with them. Just lace him in somewhere.
Yeah.
Anything you want with him. He could be any level of character. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. The only thing is like his primary motivations are food.
Yeah, he loves food. Michelle, you missed it. He's in a post-apocalyptic world. He finds a library. He doesn't know how to read. He bookmarks himself into books, and he gets to live in those books until he dies, and that's the only way out of the books. He's slowly starving to death in real life, but he's spending an eternity, like
in this other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets stuck in Smokepit Fairytales because in book 1 he accidentally ate the berries.
Oh.
And the only way out of a book is to die, and then he can't die, so he has to spend eternity in Smokepit Fairytales.
Yeah. And then he gets out and he's only been asleep for 5 minutes.
When are y'all going to do the next Howard Stern type show? Because
I don't know. Fucking, we've talked about that.
That's what y'all need to do.
Because Chuck's fucking brother has been like, you guys talk so much, you should just start a fucking podcast anyway. And like we've
monetized it.
We've floated the idea of just doing this on the fucking weekends, but like, I mean, we haven't committed yet. Although, like, I'm not opposed to like, hey, listen, we talk for 3 hours every Friday night anyway. Let's just make one of those online.
Why don't you?
Austin just said, "Damn, it's one of those cases where an Easter egg side character is a potentially more interesting story than the protagonist. The plant lives a very full life."
Well, there you go.
Hank's a pretty interesting protagonist.
Okay, so y'all need to commit to
like an hour a week.
Yeah, doing the show.
We typically drink and chat an hour a week anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why not put it up there? Don't you think that's how he started out?
I mean, yeah, I did start off fucking doing a lot of shit on Instagram Lives, just fucking bitching at whoever.
What do you mean? Is that how Howard Stern started out?
Fuck, I thought Howard Stern started off because someone else fucking didn't show up, and he was the janitor or some shit, and they're like, "Hey, you," talking to the microphone. He's like,
you got a pretty face. Get over here."
Yeah.
Okay, and when y'all do your audio production thing, which y'all need to do.
Yeah, we got to get through all 12 books first. Trips made that very clear. Anytime I've been a nag about it, yeah.
And then, listen, I'm a little problematic over here because I have a female character. So who are you going to do for that?
Oh, you mean who are we going to hire to be female voices?
I don't know, Michelle.
I
don't know, Michelle.
No,
If only you had years of established trust.
If only there was some woman out there who understood this character and could play her well. I don't know, Michelle.
Well, we could do that. It'd be interesting.
That's years out, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get something that makes you money. Do your hourly each week. Throw that up there with as you roll out the book.
I'll split the super chats with you, Chuck. And by that I mean like all $100 that come in, I'll buy you a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
$100 in the span of 8 months.
That much?
Yeah, that much?
I don't know, man.
No!
This new YouTube channel I've made $200 off of.
Hey, monetization.
There you go.
Yeah.
Baller.
Although to be fair, it has shot up fucking war chest sales, and I would also like to think that that's one of the reasons that audiobook sales have been up, which there's been this weird, interesting thing that's been going on. Over the last year, physical books have been selling like fucking shit, not going out more. Audiobooks, on the other hand, are through the fucking roof.
I know.
So it's like
that's a trend I'm trying to catch.
Yeah.
Right
So
away.
like it's kind of like, well, at the end of the day, it's like, oh well, I'm still making money, so I don't really care. I mean, it's not like a whole lot. It's beer money, but I mean, fucking. All right, well, if you guys want it on audio, here you go. That's the preferred method. Although I think most of my audience fucking drives for a living, or so they say. So.
Well, I think a lot of authors have been using that AI generated audio, and that's not good.
Oh, yeah. Which I hope they keep doing that. I really hope they keep doing that. I want them so bad to keep doing that, just because people fucking hate that, and then they'll read my book instead. It's a very selfish fucking want, but I also kind of think I got the market cornered. Yeah.
Well, and obviously I'm a little biased. I have your ebooks, your print books. I listen to it, online, and because I'm invested in the characters and y'all, and I just the bloopers I love.
The bloopers are so fun.
It's not like I don't like fucking Michelle. Fucking every goddamn time, and I'm mad at you about this. Every goddamn time you go back and fucking like redo the fucking Maddie Baker books,
the covers,
you change them just enough to where like they don't fucking match with the old ones. So I can't have generation 1, generation 2, generation 3. So I gotta buy the entire new generation. And you did it like every other fucking book. So like the first Maddie Baker book, I have 5 fucking copies of. The third one I got 2 or 3. The fourth one I got 4 or 5. It's like I want them to match on the bookshelf, and they can't do that if you keep changing the fucking covers, Michelle.
It really needs to be changed again, but.
Oh my God!
It's not going to. It's not going to. But
I mean, I'm gonna buy them just so they fucking look good on my shelf. But I'm still gonna stick my finger at you for it.
No, because I'm sending them at Christmas with the snow globe.
The snow globe. The snow globe that just happens to be fucking Baron Jaeger.
Yeah, I just gotta find the right drink for this time. So Chuck, I went to the post office, and of course they asked you, is anything batteries, lithium, anything liquid, and I just froze. I didn't know what to say, and I said, well, there's a snow globe because I'm sending alcohol,
Yeah, and you're not allowed to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a snow globe, because I thought that has liquid in it, and in case somebody, I could say that I wasn't lying.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and then Damien, bless his fucking heart, he tried to send us all like actual Irish whiskey, and none of it made it, and all went back to his house. He's like, I don't understand why this didn't get through customs. Like,
oh my God,
cut those ones open, dude. Like,
yeah. Of course, I mean, the poor guys never even had Fireball. So
yeah. Which the other thing though,
I'm sorry, Fireball.
He's never had Fireball.
Well, the thing is he's got that fucking sci-fi series, about not Space Marines. What would you say they are, Michelle? Like Space British Army?
Yeah,
maybe.
Royal Army, yeah.
Yeah, and they're fighting Nazis and bugs on fucking Mars, but it's called Big Red. But he hasn't had Fireball. He hasn't had Big Red cinnamon chewing gum. He hasn't had fucking Cherokee Red or Big Red fucking soda until I think Michelle, you sent him.
I sent him a care package.
Yeah.
Hell, the postage cost me more than everything in it. He never had Cheetos.
Yeah.
I'm like, you never had Cheetos? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, well, we're gonna send you the fire roasted Cheetos.
Yeah. Well, one of the other things that like we kind of get cut up on fucking talking to this dude, like
he was sending him like a pocket shot of Fireball.
No, we did, or she did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good size. I mean, can't have just
Actually, Chuck, let me tell you about this asshole. Michelle, fucking one of the first because we try to have like a monthly authors group roundup where it's like me, Michelle, Damien, and Tam, and Michelle likes to fucking play games during these, and she made this like Wheel of Fortune fucking spinning board fucking thing, and sent all of us a fucking like 20 rack of the little like fireball fucking shooters, and she's like, listen, you have no fucking excuse. I sent them to you. I got the receipt. You fucking have them. So I spin the wheel, or if you say this, this, and this, or bring up this, this, and this, or here's my whole list of random bullshit, you got to take a shot.
Michelle,
so like,
you're my fucking hero.
15 fucking minutes into this, all four of us are like, okay, so anyway, let me tell you the thing I'm working on.
Well, the problem with the wheel was I put the names in it, and it was trip.
You asshole!
That feels like targeted.
Michelle, little sliver.
Little sliver.
I mean, and there's no way for that spinner to ever hit on Michelle.
Yeah, because you put your name at the top and let gravity do its fucking job.
Hey, listen. Yeah,
it was fun.
Okay.
It was fun. We need to do another one like that where it's like, hey, listen, it's the four of us, but I hope
that's what I'm trying to do for the Christmas one.
Okay.
Which nobody responded on the date, so screw all y'all.
I said I'm open.
Yeah. Okay. You did.
You Fuck
did.
it.
Trip is excellent at maintaining long distance relationships.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we're military.
Yeah. My best friend at doing that is Trip. Yeah.
Which makes me your de facto best friend because I'm the only one that actually fucking talks to you.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just alone with my thoughts. It's so loud.
Stop.
No, I'm busy. I'm out in the woods half the time. I drive from state to state, like doing like high ropes adventure activities and zip lining and climbing and
bless your heart.
People of all ages. Yeah. So it's just been a little difficult to like consistently meet people who want to hang out in my new unnamed city of livelihood. No, I'm in Minneapolis. I don't care who it is.
You're in Memphis, Texas.
Memphis, Texas.
Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles, Delaware. There's a Los Angeles in Delaware. There is actually a Las Vegas in New Mexico. That makes sense. It's smaller than fucking Altoona. There's like
smaller than Altoona.
I think there's a couple Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking.
Well, it wouldn't be Las Vegas's. You don't say Chinese's.
I was saying U.S.
Las Vegas.
I think the Latin U.S. goes to I, right?
How many U.S. cities?
Yeah, but English is like what? Latin, French, German, Anglo-Saxon, and like four
Las Vegas is Spanish. That's Latin.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we can't Anglicize it.
Vegas.
Los Angeles is.
Los Angeles is.
I don't know how Spanish does that. Would that be Los Angeles?
No, Spanish doesn't use the same rules as Latin.
No.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know enough Spanish. Yeah.
Hace mucho tiempo desde hablar español, pero es muy difícil porque yo no sé las palabras nada más.
Ich weiß es nicht.
So here's the problem. Being a military kid, my dad said, we lived in San Antonio. He goes, you have to learn Spanish. I'm like, I don't want to learn Spanish. I don't want to learn any language.
I don't want to learn American, damn it.
I can barely do English.
I don't even want to learn English. Yeah.
So the problem is you do Spanish and another reason why I can't pronounce words, where we do it on the consonants, they do it on the vowels on how they break up words. So now I can't speak or write in English or Spanish.
I'm bilingually incompetent.
True.
I want to learn more languages so I can suck at them.
Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit of value in that though, because fucking
hell yeah,
this is way before I was writing book 4. But one of the reasons that the whorehouse is named Meat Flowers that they go to in book 4 is because Chuck was telling me, hey, so it's kind of funny in Chinese they don't call vaginas pussies, they call them meat flowers, and I was like, that's a good strip club name.
I don't know that they don't call them pussies. I just know that a slang term for pussy is rohua, which is meat flower. And the second I was like, that's visceral.
That's a good fucking brothel name. I'm gonna use it.
That's good shit.
Okay, how did you two meet?
Oh,
In Japan.
31st Mew.
Yeah, we were in Okinawa, and no one smoked or drank as much as either one of us.
Yeah.
So by de facto, we were the only people on the smoke deck at fucking 2:00 in the morning, fucking smoking and drinking and shit. And there's still there's shit we did back then that like it's just dumb fucking drinking bullshit. That like
unbelievable amount of drinking.
people
Makes me
don't
blush,
fucking believe, but I swear
Yeah.
I swear to God it's true, because like I was still really down on Sailor Jerry. He was still doing Jack Daniels. For some reason, I got
don't
a
even talk
gin
to Jack
kick.
anymore.
Yeah, and
Won't
there
even
was
drink it.
there was a night where we drank, what is it, a bottle of gin and 4 bottles of whiskey between us, and
Yeah, a bottle
no
of
one
gin,
fucking buys that
fifth
story.
of gin,
And it's
and
like I was there, man.
4/5
It
of
happened
bourbon. Yeah.
over the
You
course of like
crushed-
18 hours.
You crushed your Bombay. I crushed my Jack. We went
Ugh.
shopping again. We bought 2 more bottles of Jack. We crushed them. And then it was still like the wee hours of the
It
morning.
was like midnight or 1.
Yeah,
And we're like, we got to go on.
we gotta
store's
get
closed.
more. The store's closed. But my roommate Tony had this bottle of Woodford Reserve, which is way nicer than anything we drank so far that night. We were way too blitzed to notice or care. And I went to the freezer and I found that, and I like slipped $40 under his pillow like the tooth fairy. Just like stole his bottle of Woodford, and we shared some of that. I don't think we did the 5th bottle solo. I think we felt bad about stealing something nice when we were too drunk to appreciate it, so we shared a few glasses.
Well, I mean, it's not even that's really changed too much though, because like I don't really drink anymore, and by that I mean like I have a fucking 12-pack on the weekends now. But like I went to go see Chuck. What is it? Early July.
Oh yeah, early July.
And he had this really cool beer can crusher, right?
Yeah,
and
the swamp.
Yeah, and we were fucking like just crushing beers like it was fucking cool. And then his brother was like, "Hey, listen, I gotta go to sleep, but I can hear that, so you gotta stop."
Trying to get the lights off.
Yeah. Anyway, he gets up the next morning and there's like fucking 40 beer cans on the fucking table because we didn't want to fucking crush them. Hey, Tom the Builder, what's up? But his brother comes out the next morning. He's like,
"Yeah, my Tom the Builder."
Yeah, but anyway, his brother's like, "Hey,
garage.
so that's you guys drank 40 beers after I went to bed." He's like, "Well, they weren't gonna fucking drink themselves, man. What were we supposed to do with them?"
You described it as Olympic level drinking, and I was just like, like I only get into that with you anymore, where we just casually keep pushing, and the night keeps going.
Yeah. No,
how far is Minneapolis from Allentown, or wherever you live?
Where the fuck's Allentown? That's on the other side of the state. I'm in the Altoona, Johnstown. I think you're 18 hours away drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But not giving away locations.
But Trip says consult a wizard.
Yeah, but his family lives kind of close to me.
3 hours closer. Than
yeah. So if he goes to visit his family for Christmas or New Year's, he can come see me for the weekend.
And when was the last gathering?
That would have been right before I moved.
June or July.
Visit me in July. Yeah.
But then he came up here for Christmas or New Year's or Thanksgiving.
When I lived down south, I drove up 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
I'll probably fly in now because it's a hell of a drive.
Yeah.
And I like driving, but it's bad for your vehicle at a certain point.
Well, the best thing for your vehicle is put it in
Legionnaire.
a fucking garage and not drive it.
What
about Legionnaires?
I bet you it goes to where you're at.
Oh, no, actually, where I live, there's only one plane. There's only one airline that flies in and out, and they fly to Raleigh, and that's it.
Oh, no, listen, I'm all excited. Remember, I'm trying to move.
I know, and as soon as you move to fucking Kentucky or Tennessee or wherever the fuck it is, like, I'm going to start being a fucking nuisance.
What do you want to
3 o'clock in the morning. Michelle, open the fucking door.
It's actually only 14 hours.
That's not too bad.
No.
That's a day trip.
That's much more reasonable than 18. 18's hard. You can't do
18's
it
hard.
in a day. Yeah, I mean, not alone. Not safe to do 18 alone in a day.
No.
You
need a good book or a good podcast or a really good fucking playlist and a co-pilot.
You need a co-pilot for 18 in one day. Yeah.
Although if you have a co-pilot, you can
To
do
be
it on
safe.
your own.
To be
You can
safe.
do it on your own. And Chuck will attest to this because I made him drive from
We
Ohio
did.
to California once.
We did. No. We did Ohio to Florida to California.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went from Ohio to Jacksonville, Florida to St. Augustine, Florida. So we would properly start coast to coast.
It's where my daughter lives.
Oh, nice. Beautiful city.
Yeah.
We liked the fort. We drove from St. Augustine, Florida to San Diego, California.
Yeah.
Mostly
Making many a stop on the way.
Listen, those are fun road trips.
No. It's funny because like this is back when I had my Corvette, and Chuck's like, "When do you want me to drive?" I'm like, "I don't know. Next tomorrow." Tomorrow never came.
Listen, he didn't let you drive. What a bastard!
Nope, never let me. He just really wanted.
And then he got rid of the
coast
car.
to coast solo. Yeah. I do miss that Corvette. It was quite pretty.
Yeah, it was. I fucking miss it. Fucking like that. That's one of the most painful things fucking I ever realized was my dad would always talk about a car when I was growing up. He said, "Man, I should have never sold that car." And I'm like, I don't know what you understand about whatever, dude. It's
and
a
then
car.
you did it.
And then later you get it. You're like, no.
He's right.
I'm really tempted
Chat,
to let my Tacoma go
favorite
right
car.
now because they're trying to. Oh yeah. Chat favorite car or Chuck?
Yours.
Chuck,
favorite car.
Chat can pipe up, but Chuck favorite car.
Favorite car of mine that I've had or that I want?
Both.
All right. Sure. Of mine that I have, it's the one I have right now. I love my Tacoma. It's amazing. And I've been tempted to let it go because Toyota's offering me like 10 grand more than I paid for it.
Yep.
But then I realized like I will regret losing that truck. And the reason they want it so damn badly is because everyone wants that truck because it's the last before they changed them with the 24 and 25. It still has the V6. Still has the old body type. It's not too heavy. Like people are vying for this truck because Toyota made a bunch of changes that nobody asked for that made them expensive. And if I let it go, I'm never going to get a new 2022 or 2023 Tacoma. Like again,
no, can't afford it.
They will not get cheaper. So I don't want to let it go. It's a lot of money though. Like Toyota's offering me like seriously like 10% appreciation on that thing over the sticker price. It's appreciated since I bought it. It's crazy.
Stick with Toyotas.
Yep, I'm gonna stick with that truck. I'm not gonna let it go. My favorite car that I want, it's actually just not that big a deal, but I just want a Miata.
A Miata, really?
Yeah, if you've ever driven one, they are just
it's on par with the
so fun to drive. Yeah. I have never had more fun than driving Miata with the top down. I like it more than motorcycles, honestly. Like it's just bitching little
motorcycles.
Cars. If I want a cafe cruiser more than life itself, which is something you have to be at peace with if you're riding a motorcycle because you better like it more than life itself because it's very I would like a 1200 Sportster cafe cruiser build. That would be my ideal bike. I would settle for a lot, but I like the cafe cruiser build. And I have a lot of people on both sides of the crotch rocket American power bike fence that are just like, it's the worst of both worlds. It's not comfortable, and it's not that powerful, and it's not that fast or zipping. It's just like, yeah, but it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Now we all know Michelle's favorite car is the Mustang too.
No, stop it. Who's your pal here that wants a GMC Sierra Denali, which is awesome?
Don the Builder.
Yeah,
Denali's nice.
I drove a Sierra for a couple of years. My buddy had me take care of it when he was on deployment. I like that. I like the Sierra a lot.
Yeah. My favorite car was we had a 2007 Hummer. H2.
Hummer! Yeah,
H2. H2. And I drove it. Not, my husband. I drove it. I loved it.
That's a weird fave.
But
I'm not saying it's a bad fave. It's just
no, hold on. But the problem was the 2008 came out and it was a different body style and everything. So I can get squat for that car when I sold it, which really sucked. And I was 1 year off. The new ones look really nice. Not that I'm ever going to have it.
You can afford the gas for those things.
Well, that was it.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing. Oh, people keyed our car because they're like, we're in Texas. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe we're driving this gas guzzler during this time. And
wait,
I'm
Texas?
Like, oh yeah. Psychos. They obviously those people weren't from Texas that
abusing
did that.
other people's property because you disagree with their property is fucking crazy. Like,
well, but I was gonna say, I mean, that's my shirt. We're Texas.
Yeah. Hey,
hot.
In the past, I'd make you drink if we said Texas.
Texas.
Make a drink.
All right, Michelle.
Threaten me with a good time. I dare you. Drink.
I like the old 280Zs. The old, like the long front that look like the old Jaguars.
Yeah, but you talk a lot about a Mustang too. So, like, as far as I'm
Well,
concerned,
because I had one and it was crap. I mean, I literally would leave the keys. If I had a Mustang 2 and a Volkswagen Bug, and I'd leave the keys in the car running in downtown San Antonio, and nobody would steal it. So, I mean, that tells you about that type of car. So
I love that meme where there was a tornado somewhere, and I'm guessing fucking Oklahoma, and like there's nothing but destruction as far as the fucking camera can see. But like outside of the frame of an old barn is a Mustang 2, and the caption's like Mustang 2. God doesn't even want it.
that was true.
I like the 5.0s. Kind of brilliant.
Ran over a fire hydrant in the Mustang 2 also, so that didn't help it.
89 GT convertible.
Well,
That's nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. If we're talking Mustangs, I love the fucking like Mach 2s, which is why Doc had one in the book, which, you know, Doc in real life had fucking one. But favorite car ever. Yeah. Favorite car ever was that I've had was that 98 Corvette. But
I love that car.
I kind of got a weird thing with it because that one was like the fucking girlfriend that like was like glamorous and like the, you know, fucking like do all the fucking like weird porno sex moves. But like, if I want to be honest about it, like best car I ever had was a fucking 94 fucking Wrangler. And that was the fucking like low burn fucking like furnace wife material fucking vehicle.
Love the imagery.
I don't know what else you would call it. I mean, fucking.
Yeah, that's how I feel about my Tacoma right now. Is like, you know, I'm being tempted by all kinds of offers, but it's like, yeah, no, but I'm married to this truck.
Yeah,
this truck is good to me. And especially in my line of work, like I throw a whole bunch of climbing equipment in the back and then back it up like 200 meters into the woods, and I'm just like steering with like the rear cam and just like bouncing all over the place and just like pretty smoothly crawling where I needed to go backwards. And I'm like, I love that I have a vehicle that can do this right now.
No, this is one of those situations where you're like, you know, caressing the you know, dashboard. It's like, I love you, I'm gonna clean you, I'm gonna oil you up, I'm gonna take you everywhere.
It might be time.
You know, like listen, I'm even gonna have sex with you. And then I'm in the passenger seat, like, you mean you're gonna have sex in you? No, I'm gonna put my dick in the tailpipe.
Oh God.
You might get burned.
Going to church tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Sunday. I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. And what are you drinking there? Is that an IPA?
No. This is it's a porter. It's a stout. I don't know what makes them choose to call it one or the other. But it's a s'mores porter by Drecker Brewing Co. It's called Sticky Digits.
Sticky Digits. There you go.
I wonder how they got that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
No, it's local. Yeah.
Okay.
There's what's really nice about living in the city is I can just walk to anything. And there's a like local liquor store down the road that has nothing but like local liquors, local bourbons, local wines, local beers, and there's just so much to choose from because I live in a big city, and it's just
there you go.
Aisles and aisles of just stuff.
What made you move there?
A lot of stuff. Just need for change.
Okay.
And also withering social politics in the South.
Oh, okay.
Where I live.
We'll get into that next.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime,
I was joking.
No. In the meantime, Dom's saying 2014 Compass ain't the most. Ain't the most manly ride out. Manly, ain't the most manly ride out in the world.
Says John.
But extremely practical. Yeah. Hey, listen, fucking, if it gets you to point A to point B and it fucking doesn't leave you dead on the fucking side of the road.
There you go.
Car. And John, yeah, no, you're right. A couple of sponges in the tailpipe and generous lube. Fucking 100%. You just got to make sure she's sexy, or Maybe you're a little tipsy, and that's the girl you took home. Like,
might have been in
listen,
13
listen.
stories.
What
I'm
are
not
what are
sure.
those toys that like that were popular in the 90s? They're made of plastic and they're full of like liquid and like you can't hold them because they slide.
Oh, and they're full of like
They're
fish,
Full
or
of like fish and glitter and weird stuff. Like you just put one of
Yeah.
those into
The kaleidoscope?
not a kaleidoscope.
I
Well,
mean,
that's
it
a
kind of
name.
looks like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
I
You can't hold it. It's made of plastic and it just like rotates through
Look.
itself. It's got a hole that goes to the middle, and yeah, no, it looks like you're jerking the thing
Yeah,
off.
look, he's doing this.
So you're
and-
trying to hold it, yeah.
Yeah.
Go get the beer.
Throw,
Go
throw
get
that
the
on
beer.
there.
I'll go get the beer.
Well, that took a fucking hard left turn.
I didn't know where it was going. Hey, you like my garage?
Mhm.
This is my stuff that's been taken out of the house because it doesn't. They got to stage it. So
Hey,
I'm trying to do it where-
have you had any more Bigfoot fucking shit in your attic?
no, listen. I don't know what that was, but it was something.
Yeah, for
Listen,
those of you listening at home,
nothing should be that big on a roof.
yeah, something was creeping around our fucking roof and attic, leaving Bigfoot-sized fucking turds.
They said raccoon. I'm like, no, raccoon doesn't leave something that big. Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more fucking space than a raccoon's colon can hold.
Yeah. So nope, nothing like that. I got the deer every day. So we rake the leaves, and I'm like, hey, come eat the leaves. So
Probably a bear, not in the attic, maybe on the roof. Like you might be able to get a bear on the roof, but not in the attic.
no, it was a roof. It was right.
I thought it was in the attic too.
No, it was right up here on top of this roof.
Huh.
So, I mean, it's easily they can climb up. We have a little pergola stuff in the back, so it could easily climb up on it. So, and we do have bear that we've had a video where you could see them. So
It's probably turkeys that went and got Mexican
we
food.
have tons of turkeys. No, this was no
Yeah, turkeys that got Mexican food and just
Yeah, I'm telling you,
it up.
this wasn't a turkey. We have tons of turkey. And listen, I'd hit those suckers every day if I could. I can't stand the turkey.
Why don't you have like a fucking belt-fed fucking pellet gun, Michelle? It's like
I know. I used to. So
What, do you have a rodent problem?
No, we have a turkey
yeah.
problem.
Heard you had a bug problem, man. Oh my god.
I'm gonna let him talk about
Turkeys.
that. I'll be back in a minute.
The turkeys at the camp that I work at, they're like absolutely unperturbed by humans, and
Oh no, ours yeah.
I've never
they're
been
all over.
so reminded of velociraptors by anything living. They're so
They're
swift.
vultures.
Yeah, they're the way they jump around, the way they look when they run, just the way their legs pick
Yeah.
up, like they look like raptors. They're not
Yeah.
raptors in the literal sense, but we got bald eagles. Red-tailed hawks bigger than I've ever seen.
But see, that's great.
I really forgot how big bald eagles were until I started working at this camp, and they'll like swoop down and perch on a tree right behind you, and you're just like, you're looking up, and it's like that's a person. That's
Yeah, they have a wingspan of 7 feet.
7 feet.
I mean,
Yeah, they're huge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
They have really
No.
goofy squawks though. Like if they ever yell at you, you're like, oh yeah, in the movies they always give you a hawk voice. It's not what they sound like. They sound like overgrown seagulls.
they're coming after you.
Yeah, no, it's the
4x4
birds.
SUV with sunroof and nice stereo, so it works. Oh, is that
No,
the
nice,
compass?
nice and far. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Dom the Builder.
What kind of dogs? So
It's important. That's important.
it is. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a dog person.
Golden
we
retriever.
lost my
Dom,
favorite.
you have a good night.
My favorite.
You just said you lost. I don't want to hear the end of that
But
statement,
No,
Michelle.
you don't. So, we had two
Yeah.
dogs. I mean, Trip will tell you. I mean, they've been in my books. I mean, I love these dogs.
Dude, you
Big
even commissioned
labs.
me to paint like that huge ass fucking
I
painting
did.
about those
I
things.
had
Yeah.
You
Trip.
got a picture of that?
I do.
Or do you have the painting because you commissioned it?
Actually, I do. It's in my garage right now because they had me take it down for staging. A red
What
lab
good
and
is
white-
family?
I know, red lab.
Oh,
and
you're
white.
selling. You're selling. Oh, labs. All right.
Yeah, but we're also
selling the house.
I mean, so selling the house, had to take it down.
I got a
But-
painting from Trip. I'd probably have to take down if I was selling the place. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to put both of them down within 2 weeks.
Oh, honey.
Well, one was for old age, and the other one had cancer in his leg,
Oh,
and it was about to break. And
dear Michelle, that is.
yeah,
Oh,
it was terrible, terrible.
I'm so sorry.
He was
That's-
still like wagging his tail, and you're like,
Fuck. No.
You
Yeah.
know what? At least you're there. I fucking want to
Oh.
punch in the face people that are like, all right, vet, you take him in the back. It's like, no, you go hold your fucking dog's hand.
oh no. So here's the worst part. The first dog we did at home
Wagging his
because
tail.
he was the older dog, and we did it, and it's pretty costly, by the way, to do at home. So the second dog, I was like, we got to do this. So we went to the vet, and we're all sitting there, and that's when the dog was like thinking, hey, am I going to get a snack? I should have done it. I should have spent the money.
Hey, Michelle, instead of telling the story, can you
Sorry.
just come to my house and kick me in the fucking dick? Jesus. All right, go on. Go on.
But
I'd prefer that too.
But I have Tripp's picture that he did a great job. I recommend everybody to commission him to do stuff.
No, thanks for the plug.
Tripp's a fucking Renaissance man.
He is.
He
That's
does
not
all the
common.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said to Tripp myriad times, like, bro, your level of prolific productivity with regard to all things artistry is just nuts.
Next
And
level.
if I could
never
just,
met somebody
if
as
I could
productive
just
as
start
you
getting
are.
people to fucking pay for it, it'd be great.
I know.
John
Because
says
y'all
in the
need to do
movies.
the Howard Stern show, the new one.
Yeah, we got a
The new
podcast.
show. Y'all need to do it. I mean, listen, Hank,
Uh.
Doc, Chuck, Tripp. I mean, get it out there. That's it. I'm telling you, that's
All
where
right,
it's gonna
all right.
come.
But if we do that,
Fully.
we're gonna bring you in once a fucking month and have you rant about fucking whatever.
Oh, I'll do that.
You're gonna be our Alex Jones.
I got
Cullen
nothing
character.
going on.
I don't want to put chemicals in the water that turn the frogs gay.
I hate that he was right about that. But
It was-
Yeah. John said in the movies, monkey noise is usually kookaburra screams, which, like, yeah, totally. They're just like, what animal sounds cooler?
well, I mean, that's the same thing
Doesn't
with
need
the
drill.
Eagles. Eagles don't sound like they do in
That's
movies.
what
They're
John
hawks.
was responding
That's what
to.
started it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you were out of the
Yeah,
room for that.
that's-
I was talking about the bird life I encounter at some of the camps I work at.
Okay.
And like I had an eagle squawk at me the other day from like danger close. And honestly, I do feel like I'm on the fucking menu for these birds when they settle in close. And I'm like,
Well, they're big fucking birds.
Yeah,
You see
I'm
an
like-
eagle, they're like 4 feet fucking tall.
yeah,
That's
no, I'm
only
saying
a little
that's a
shorter
person.
than you.
That looks like a crouching human. And their wingspan is like way more than I am.
Yeah.
And we were like setting up this game the other day, and we had to set up like a food chain scenario. And they're like, "Oh, what class should we put below eagles?" I'm like, "Sturgeons." And the girl's like, "Sturgeons are like this fucking big. Eagles can't." And I was just like,
Yeah, they can.
I pulled up a video of eagles
Yeah, they can.
on myriad occasions killing wolves that have
Yeah.
been separated from the pack, and I'm just like, anything is on the menu if it has worked once for an eagle. Like,
Yeah.
I
Why
haven't
do you
tried
think they're
you
on
yet,
so many?
but you
Why
would
do you
not.
think they're on so many fucking
Yeah.
countries' flags and
Yeah,
fucking like
You don't
sigils and
want to
shit?
fight an eagle, and
It's
I
an
think
apex animal for
Yeah,
a reason.
yeah. if like the only thing that's not on the menu yet is just something they haven't thought to try. Like it's.
No, it's not the last animal I'd want to fight, but it's up there.
I don't want to fight an eagle though. I'm not getting
No.
out of this
You
unscathed.
ain't gonna fight
because-
an
no,
eagle.
like
No,
I love when people are like, oh, I could fight it. I could fight a bear. There was this
no.
great
In
article
real
I
life,
showed
in
for
real
fun.
life, you can fight a 50-pound dog. That's really
and
about
you're
it.
not gonna get away unscathed. Like you are going to get like
Except for that one
in the
asshole,
last
and
meeting.
I fucking feel really fucking good for this dude, but he got attacked by a cougar and he choked it out. And then in all the interviews,
his
there's
hand
always
was
some
down
like,
his throat though. He got mauled.
Yeah. he got mauled,
Like,
but he
yeah.
still won. But
It was
what I love
also
about
an
it,
adolescent cougar,
Yeah,
and he was
hold
told
on.
not to go looking for it. He was told it was there.
I also love though that like every time he's talking about it, there's some like 40-year-old chick next to him looking at him, and it's like, oh, that's not the only cougar he's choking tonight.
Oh, stop.
Ah,
Stop.
ah.
Hey, how much does Scully weigh? By the way, his dog
she's
made it.
little.
His
His dog's made it into my book too. By the way.
She's little. She's all fur.
Dog lover.
She's like 35-ish pounds. She
I can
looks
probably
like
get
she
a dog
weighs
from
60
on the
pounds,
stream.
but she's only 30. On the other hand, Mulder, the other one, because he's short, he looks lighter. Like he looks like he weighs fucking 30 pounds, but he's 70.
You named a dog Mulder.
Mulder and Scully.
Come on, Michelle.
Listen, Michelle. I know that you were.
Realized.
I know that you were
Dog
14 in 1996 when X-Files came out, but some of
So
us
you
like
should
that show.
be into
right?
it. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, it's so much clearer now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there we
oh,
go.
that's just wrong. Oh, listen, you that's just wrong.
I thought you'd like this.
Yeah. Listen.
He was supposed to get groomed today, but we didn't get the phone call saying that they wanted us there like an hour early. So he's getting groomed tomorrow morning. He's got a big old mat behind his ear that
No.
I failed to comb because of some burrs that tangled in there. Yep.
Read your mom's book and take care of your dog.
Oh, yeah. He's getting groomed tomorrow. It's getting cut out. I'm not confident cutting out a mat once it's actually gotten a good tangle going because I'm afraid I'll hurt him.
What a sweet dog.
Yeah. Oh,
look at that.
His name is Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Yeah.
Because someone really loves Christmas.
He was named after Ray Fiennes, actually.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. I was like, really? That's my favorite movie, Christmas Story.
Yeah. No,
Really?
I love the Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye out, and you don't even have a pellet gun.
I thought your favorite movie was Die Hard.
Well, it's raised right. It's up there.
Alpha Omega says, I arrived late, but there's a dog on screen. I still won.
Yeah, no, you're good, Alpha Omega.
You're good, buddy. Want to come under the desk? You want to sleep under the desk? His favorite. His favorite.
Okay, favorite movie.
Shit.
Last Action Hero.
Yeah.
Well, you know yours, Trip. I mean, you don't need to say that.
And we know yours is Die Hard.
Well, it's up there.
Up there. I don't have a favorite movie. I have moods. Like, sometimes I'm like, I want Cotton Candy Saga. I want Interstellar.
How much we fucking talked? It's Interstellar. It's either Interstellar or Return of the King, and I will not.
I haven't seen Return of the King, but I love Interstellar.
Interstellar's
Michelle, how the fuck have you not seen Return of the King?
I'm gonna write it down.
It's kind of rough.
The
Lord of the Rings 3.
Oh, the third. Oh God, that's you know what?
You have.
So
all right.
I've seen that. Yeah.
I don't watch those movies annually. I read the books annually.
What's it, Michelle? I know you were 12 when that movie came out in 2002, but like that's no excuse for not watching it.
Listen,
Michelle was 12 in any given year.
yes. That's our running joke because one day I asked him about. I'm like, hey, remember when Terminator came out? And he's like, no.
You told me about this. I
was like, motherfucker.
You guys had just started talking, and he told me about that.
I felt so bad. No, because it was a three-way between me, her, and Damien. And we were talking about something else. She brought up Terminator, and then me and Damien are both like, we were bored for your shit. And she goes, oh, and presses hang up.
Yeah.
I was working a shift yesterday. I'm running sports stuff. I'm running archery and climbing.
Anyway, sorry to wrap this around to this. Michelle's 19 with a few years of experience.
Exactly.
Love that.
God bless you.
Yeah, 19 and experienced.
Yeah.
I was like running sports for a camp. I get called to different camps an hour away from where I live in any given direction. And the weird thing about this job is sometimes I'm running groups where I'm in charge of a bunch of high school kids. Sometimes I'm working with one. And when you're in your mid 30s and you're actually working with a 16-year-old, you're like, I've taught kids older than you. And I think I'm a bit Peter Pan-y in some regard because they never peg me for they don't clock me for my age when the shift starts. And it was just pretty
interesting that you changed your vernacular on it. They don't peg me. I mean, they don't clock me.
I can figure that one out.
Didn't peg you for a clocker, yeah. Didn't clock you for a pegger. There was this pretty tall 16-year-old, probably in the low to mid 6 foot range. So everyone thinks he's quite a bit older, and I'm a hunched, poorly postured 5'9". I think this kid thought he was older than I was at the beginning of the shift, and he was like, I think he was being a little bit bossy, honestly. But he was a good kid. And then midway through the day, the kids are trying to guess our ages because as kids are wont to do. And they have no concept of it. Just you're taller than I am, so you are 50. They guessed him 29, and he's laughing. And then one kid guessed me 34. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. And he's like, you're more than twice my age. I thought you were. And I'm just like, dude, I have a full beard.
Yeah.
Dude, no, that reminds me of when I was working at there was a place I had a job at this Waste Time for a while, and it was kind of like a Bass Pro Shop, but a knockoff of it, right? And there was this sweet old lady that came in, and she was like, hunched over, bent back. Like, if I'm being polite, I would guess her age is like early 90s, like fucking old, right? And when I'm dealing with like customers kind of shit, I'm polite, fucking cordial, like, hey, fucking blah blah whatever. It's not like I'm talking to you fucking people where I'm dropping the fucking F-bomb every fucking 5 minutes. But anyway, she comes
it's all fucked up.
Yeah, she comes to buy this, gun, and I'm looking at, I'm doing the paperwork, and I'm like, all right, ma'am, I need to see your ID, and like she assumed that I was implying that she was 17. She's like, oh, and like blushed. She's like, I haven't had my ID. I was like, no, I actually need it for the state police background check. Oh yeah, okay, sure, honey. I'm like,
Alpha
don't
makes
give me a time machine because
I'll bring him horn and Return of the King still gives me chills 20 years later. Dude, this movie's fuck.
What are we talking about?
I was reading the last comment from Alpha Omega. Yeah, those movies just fuck.
No, they hold up.
PH, like I love them. Like they came out in 2001, 2, and 3, and they still look great. Like I love those movies.
One of the few things that like. Not one of the few things. One of the things about the Lord of the Rings movies that still fucking gets me is the good job they did blending practical effects and CGI to where like you can spot the CGI, but you have to actually fucking look for it.
But they use it smartly. Like when you've got a scene at Helm's Deep with like 10,000 Uruk-hai like storming the gates, they had to use some brand new technology to like make it look like 10,000 Uruk-hai doing that. But like it's fine. It's dark. It's rainy. It's a distant shot. But like it was also done very well. In a way that holds up, but like the rest of it, like man, they did practical as much as they could, and that always makes a movie age better. Yeah. Oh, one of my top 5 favorite movies, John Carpenter's 1982, The Thing.
Yeah,
The Thing.
Practical effects all day.
I'll have to revisit that one.
That one's amazing.
Yeah, you need to rewatch that, Michelle. Like
also when it came out, and then got its cult following.
Also, for full effect, don't watch it now. Watch it between Christmas and New Year's.
Okay.
I agree with Alpha Omega's statement about The Hobbit. I didn't enjoy the Hobbit movies.
I did. I love The Hobbit. I like book wise. I don't really give a shit about Lord of the Rings, but I love the fucking Hobbit. So that probably
that's going to tilt the scales for you a little bit. Yeah,
it's going to tilt my scales a little bit. Like I like the Lord of the Rings movies better.
And
than
I can respect that.
Like,
it's okay to have different and wrong opinions, but I
remember you were over here and we were talking about the difference between the movies and the books, and I was like, oh yeah, I love this part in the movie because they did that in the book. That did not fucking happen in the book. I go grab the book, open it, flip 3 pages.
Here, The Hobbit.
Yeah, where they were talking about the low down to Goblin Town, low down to Goblin Town.
Oh, right. All the singing, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, Tolkien wrote those fucking songs. I'm kind of upset they weren't singing in the Lord of the Rings fucking movies, but whatever.
I don't read The Hobbit that often. Which,
hey, wasn't Orlando Bloom in the end of the Lord of the Rings?
Who?
Orlando Bloom was
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, he played Legolas.
Yeah, they put him in the fucking Hobbit movies, even though the character wasn't fucking in it.
They put him in the Hobbit movies. Well, he's too pretty not to.
He also said yes, because they tried to get fucking...
My hands are tied.
Like, I mean, they also tried to get Viggo Mortensen for it, and he was like,
no.
Didn't he play in all those movies at that
He was
point?
an Aragorn. Yeah, he was Aragorn.
So I just finished that. I had to look up what I sent you, Trip. I was like, I watched that Kingdom of Heaven with Orlando Bloom.
Kingdom of Heaven.
I love that movie.
We were talking about that movie not long ago. Yeah.
That was okay.
Oh, you don't like it? Isn't Eric Bana in that?
No, he was in Troy.
No. Yeah.
Right. He was in Troy, yeah. Oh, who else was in Kingdom of Heaven? Who played the leopard?
Liam Neeson, but fucking
but he's out early in that movie.
Yeah.
The Edward Norton was the leper. And you
Yes.
No, his voicing is amazing. Edward Norton's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. That's a great movie that he did a long time ago with Richard Gere. God, what's the name of the movie? Primal Fear.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen it?
No.
There you go. Put it on your list. Thank me later.
Fear. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Final Fear.
Of course, Trip still loves. What's the one that you love?
Manhunter. Oh my god, that is the greatest movie.
Manhunter.
People listening at home, you need to watch this movie. Fucking it's a different franchise, but in the book series, Silence of the Lambs was a sequel to Red Dragon, and they made a movie of Red Dragon and called it Manhunter in like the early fucking 80s. And unlike the rest of the Silence of the Lambs shit, it's not a movie monster horror movie. It's just a fucking cop drama. And it fucking works. Also, best Hannibal Lecter was Brian Cox. I'll die on that hill. Actually, no, I won't die on that hill. I'll kill you on that hill. Like, I will hold my position with fucking overlapping fucking fields of fire and close air support. Like,
I really liked Mads Mikkelsen. I think Mads Mikkelsen is a really fucking good Hannibal Lecter. Say what you want about the show. Like, season 3 is really tragic, but like, Mads Mikkelsen's a good fucking Hannibal Lecter. It's fictional as fuck. Let's not make this guy realistic at all. But
here's my thing on this, right? So, Anthony Hopkins doesn't play a psycho killer. He plays a slasher movie monster, right? Like, he might as well be Dracula or Frankenstein or fucking Mike Myers in the movies he's in. Like, sure. Mads Mikkelsen isn't actually too far away from that. Like, sure, he's a little bit more complex, but he's still a movie monster dressed like a fucking person. But when Brian Cox did it in Manhunter, he was just a crazy dude. And that's why I appreciate him or his portrayal of that character.
Mads Mikkelsen is a psychotic gentleman who happens to have a human eating habit, is the way I see it.
What did I say after I watched that? I was like,
But you still watched it, and you're a good friend.
I watched it.
Yep.
Listen, I reached out to him for, my recommendations.
Even though you hate most of them. Like, what was the other one? The Night Agent. The Night Agent. I was like, you should watch The Night Agent. It's good. And you're like, I mean, it's all right. Fucking weirdo. Why'd you suggest that?
Here's no. Actually, I thought Night Agent was fine, but it just gets. But I mean, granted, I have the same problem when people talk about books.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they're fiction books, right? Yeah. You have to remind people they're fiction books. Night Agent was kind of one of those things. If you're gonna play some of these things, it just can't be over the top where you go, just stop. Die already.
Simone.
Yeah. So I know. I wanted her to die so bad.
Well,
you got it.
And then we tied it back around. This is a conversation about books 4, 5, and 6 ish. Yeah. Another favorite movie, Predator, first one.
Oh yeah, no.
Loved it.
Good one. And then there's a big argument on whether Predator or Predator 2 was better.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you can pretty much narrow it down to which one did you see first.
Yeah, a lot of people saw Predator 2 first because it got marketed way more heavily. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love Predator 2. The first one's the best one. But what I do appreciate is that, like, it's not a sequel. It's just another movie in the universe.
When I was over at your house a few years ago and you and the wife got COVID.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I walked out of that unscathed.
Never had it.
Neither have I. I've never even tested positive with like no symptoms. Like, and when I was, I work around a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people go down with it.
The other thing weird with that is, like, while we are sick, test negative, but then a week later, after we're like at full strength again, then we test positive, and it's like
Tripp hallucinated a phone call where he warned me that he and his wife had COVID. I didn't hear from him for like 10 days, which is unbelievable. Yeah, and I finally got on the phone with him, and he's like, just like a hollow husk of himself, still recovering. And we're chatting. He's like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, "Dude, you didn't tell me you had COVID. Like, I didn't realize I was exposed for like 4 days in your house." Like, I was like, Mal had gotten to a point where she was kind of taking care of herself, but I was also like kind of a little bit taking care of both of them. Like, I did some dishes, like made a drug and supply run. Because and hot toddies, like and we watched through Predator 1, Predator 2, and then we watched Prey. We watched all 3 of those movies in a row.
Yeah.
That was a fun marathon. I really like Prey. I thought it was very good.
I haven't seen that one.
You should watch it.
It's good.
If you like the original, I think this one, more than many of the many Predator franchise installments, touches back on some of what I consider to be the classic horror beats of the Predator. This thing's a fucking monster. Yeah. And there's nothing you can do about it.
No,
the way it hides, the way it moves.
I will say that the movie does have its problems. However, if you're not spun up on the internal politics of pre-revolutionary colonial America, you won't notice them.
Yeah, they made a few mistakes on what tribe should have lived where.
Yeah,
Trip,
well, that
not
and the bad guys should
everybody's
have been
as
English, not
smart
French.
as you two that they don't know everything.
Michelle,
about
God
history.
damn it! I know how much you talk to
Yeah.
fucking Chat GPT. Ask it questions relevant to the fucking conversation. Hey, and pray, should the fucking French have been doing this? No, it should have been the British.
Yeah. If you're a historian or an historian, if you're a historian, you're gonna get a little grumpy about the movie, but like that doesn't make it a bad movie. It's a really good movie. It's super fun.
I'm saying you got to dumb it down for the rest of us, is what I'm saying.
The movie did, and you're fine.
The movie did. The movie did good. I loved it. Protagonist was really fun. She was great, and I thought the Predator design was just phenomenal. And again, it's
okay. Let me look this up.
It's practical effect, like prosthetic face with like animatronic operations.
They still had some CGI, but it looked like they tried to do as much practical effects as they could.
I wish they would have done a little less post processing on the face because it looks fine on its own.
Hold on, is it Prey that just came out in 2022, or is it the one?
Yeah,
it's on Hulu. Okay. Yeah, it's a Hulu original. Didn't even go to theaters, but that is a movie. Yeah.
Although,
okay, so Trip, going back to your Substack, would this be ones that you'd put in your horror? See, look at that, just circling it around all the time.
Circling around. No, it wouldn't be.
Bring it around.
It wouldn't have fell on either side of it because it's a Predator movie, not a fucking demon movie. Or a monster movie or whatever. I mean, I guess technically it's a monster movie, but like I don't really,
movies.
I kind of consider the Predator franchise in its own fucking category. Like kind of like Alien. Like you could boil Alien down to being just Friday the 13th or Halloween, but like I kind of think that's a intellectually dishonest fucking argument. Because
Alien is also in my favorite movies.
Because it's not some like random killer going around stabbing fucking teenagers because they committed the mortal sin of having sex by a fucking lake. It's a fucking cosmic fucking horror that there just so happens to be a fucking monster in there killing fucking everybody.
What I love about the Alien movie in particular is everyone in this movie is smart and trying to make smart decisions. These people are all capable of being spacefaring, even if they are just a hauling company.
And they fail, but they don't fail because
they made dumb horror movie decisions.
Yeah, they fail because
this thing's hard to survive. Yeah,
because they assumed.
Yeah. This thing is a monster, and specifically scary in space. In the Aliens sequel.
I love every Alien movie, and I'm not going to fucking apologize for one goddamn
I think that's completely fair.
I wanted Michael Biehn in the second one, or whatever one.
Oh, dude, fucking the second one. No, with Michael.
I gotta say,
and it's funny because Aliens.
I am really Michael Biehn. So we're talking the same guy from Terminator 1, right?
Yeah, no, and it's funny because Aliens.
I'm like weirdly attracted to that.
Almost has the same cast.
He's a very uniquely hot dude.
Yeah, well, the thing is like Aliens almost has the same cast as Predator. Like Michael Bihn's in it. Fucking Bill Paxton, God rest his soul.
I say we nuke the site from orbit.
Yeah, I forget what his name is. And I'm gonna feel like an asshole for this.
His smile is so shit-eating charming. Like,
but the guy that plays Bishop, the fucking android, he was
great.
the detective in Terminator. Fun fact: originally he was supposed to be the Terminator, and then he didn't get the point. He didn't get the part. He didn't get kicked from the part. God. Until
the best is great.
Well, no, it's funny because what is it? Schwarzenegger found out that what is fucking dude's name that made Terminator? I feel like an asshole.
James Cameron.
James Cameron was making Terminator, and he's like, "Hey, I want to be the Terminator," and James Cameron was like, "Fucking no."
He wanted the Terminator to be somebody more subtle.
Yeah, he was like, absolutely the fuck not. Yeah. But Schwarzenegger got him to go to dinner with him, and then like Schwarzenegger spent like 3 hours explaining why he needed to be the Terminator, and then James Cameron was like,
"Yeah,
you make a really good point."
There's more juicy trivia there. James Cameron was so against Schwarzenegger being in the role, and he was convinced, having not yet met Schwarzenegger yet, that Schwarzenegger was just some meathead who would be quick to anger, and he planned on goading Schwarzenegger into a physical confrontation so that he could fire him.
Yeah.
And then when he met him, he was such an enthusiastic and exuberantly charming young man. And he was like, "No, I think it would be really cool if, like, I practice shooting without blinking. And every time I turn my head, I'll do it like they did in Westworld, the movie. and my eyes will go
yeah,
first,
no.
and my eyes will
And
go
he did
second.
think, yeah, move eyes first.
And,
then move head.
and he was just like, wouldn't that be cool? And James Cameron sitting there like, I love this man. And it's just put in the movie. But he was planning on trying to goad Schwarzenegger into a fist fight so that he could fire him. And he doesn't blush at admitting that. He was so against having some big muscle guy for the Terminator. He was like, I'll do anything to make my vision of this movie come true, even starting a fight with Schwarzenegger so that I don't have to cast a meathead. And then he met him. He's like, oh, never mind.
One of the other things that I think is funny is that James Cameron shot a lot of that movie illegally.
Yeah, because he had no money.
He didn't have permits for it. And there was one point where the cops fucking stopped them, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing out here? You don't have a permit." He's like, "Yeah, no, it's a student project. It's for college. It's not for a movie, whatever." And the cop was like, "All right, cool." And the cop fucked off. But I really hope that cop saw that fucking movie in the theater just so he could be like, "Man, this is a really good student project."
And then this is a really good student project. Yeah, that was the scene where I think Kyle Reese, old boy, was like having PTSD flashbacks about the future. Funny enough,
yeah.
Well, in the car, sleeping on the side of the road, and that's when they got.
Oh yeah.
That's when a cop came up. They're like, "What are y'all doing with all this equipment here? Student project." And they all looked just boyish enough to sell it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's what's interesting. So this movie is before y'all's time.
Correct.
So how do y'all know so much about it?
do you think that like
adoration, Michelle?
Yeah. Do you really think that we spent the fucking 1990s with like more than 5 fucking VHS tapes? Like it was Terminator 2, Last Action Hero, Beauty and the Beast, and The Little Mermaid. And those 5 movies were in repeat because those are the only fucking goddamn tapes
Star Wars.
It's
Star Wars, but I can't control my past. I'm upset that I saw Terminator 2 first because it made me prefer Terminator 2 for a long time over Terminator 1. And then honestly, it was like only 5 or 6 years ago that I gave the first movie like another honest adult watch, and I'm just like, oh my god, this movie is amazing! Like, and I just like completely fell in love with it all over again. Whereas like when I was a high schooler and I went back for it, I think I thought, it's kind of cheesy, but I didn't have the same eye appreciation that I do now for like what makes art good. And like I think the first Terminator is pretty fucking perfect. I love that movie.
I think it's great. Yeah.
No, and it's funny because it's one of the few fucking examples we have where like we have a perfect movie and a perfect sequel.
I agree, John, with your assessment of Cameron.
Yeah, with the submarine thing. But then what's funny is we got
He's
2
come
Terminator
so far.
movies. Yeah, we got 2 Terminator movies and then like what 5 fucking attempts at a Terminator 3, all of which failed.
John, The Abyss fucks. I haven't seen the movie in too long. That's on my rewatch list.
You haven't seen The Abyss?
I have. But I saw it in high school
years ago.
So
I loved it.
I need to rewatch The Abyss. That's on my replay cycle.
It's so good.
Very soon.
Speaking of submarine stuff, I saw some behind the scenes footage I thought was really neat when they were shooting. I think they were shooting Titanic, but James Cameron was out in his little submarine, floating around the actual Titanic wreck, and he comes up. And there's behind the scenes footage of this. They haven't recorded where Bill Paxton's like, "Hey, so 9/11 happened, and let me explain to you what the fuck just happened." And James Cameron's like, "I've been in a submarine for fucking 18 hours. I don't know if I can fucking deal with that shit right now. Jesus Christ."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he came back up, and 9/11 happened while he was down there. Yeah. Wait, no, it wouldn't have been for Titanic. It would have been Back to the Titanic, the documentary he filmed.
Maybe that.
The Titanic, because Titanic was 97.
Yeah. Oh my god! The fact that y'all can even remember this.
Sorry, Michelle. We didn't spend the 80s doing cocaine.
Michelle, this is all we talk about. this is what we do. We nerd out about dates and names and like.
Well, in 97, that's what would be happening.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't at a fucking Poison concert in fucking 1987. Michelle.
Sorry.
All of them.
Michelle was already 12 years old in 1997 and at a Poison concert.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're 12 years old in every reference I've learned.
Yeah. 12 plus.
12 plus experience. You're 19 plus experience when it counts, 12 plus experience when it's a reference to the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's fun.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand the dates before I have to trail off here. November 3rd, you got Litany.
Yep.
Was that dropping November 3rd?
Yep.
November 5th.
You're pretty good.
Your new YouTube. So is it like a different handle? Is it the same?
I mean, it's gonna be on the same, I guess, channel, but like I'm gonna delete everything that's on the channel and then start from scratch. And then as we go, when we get to the completion of fucking certain books, then I'll like put the live streams back up.
Screenshot your comments while you can, listeners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Does that mean all these
November
live streams
11th?
No. So Chuck, they
A
will go
birthday?
away, but then I'm sorry, what's up?
November 11th, the birthday?
November 10th is the Marine Corps' birthday.
Whose birthday? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Marine Corps' birthday is 10.
No, but with the live streams, I'll take them down, and then like once whatever book they're applicable to is back up completely on the channel, then I'll make them public again.
Somebody's birthday is on the 11th.
Yeah. Somebody's. 2026, y'all are going to do the new Howard Stern show. We're going to kick it off every week, weekly.
If I don't convince them to just start it tonight.
Weekly, just throw it in there.
I did start drinking at 1.
I started drinking at 12.
Yeah, but you're like in Japan or some shit, so it's like 9 a.m. where you're at. It's different.
We all all right, so I'm in Central.
I'm in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Mountain.
All right, so we all started drinking at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
It's
listen.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. Can't be a day drinker if you don't start in the morning.
You gotta have ambitions.
You're welcome for that, by the way,
Goals.
Michelle.
Goals.
Yeah. I
Okay.
am bit to be drunk by 8 p.m. That's the present progressive form of ambition verb. I am bit. It's not.
Good.
It's made
Good.
it up.
I'm glad you explained it to me.
You're welcome. I just realized ambit doesn't sound like anything. Better explain what I meant by
Ambient.
that.
I'm ambient.
I am bit to be drunk
That
by
was a
8.
Minnesota thing.
Yeah, totally. They do say once at the end of sentences. They really do.
Once.
Yeah. Oh, you should try doing it like that once.
Oh, yeah, kind of like how I say so.
If
But
you
yeah,
just-
so this doesn't happen. So
If you just walk around to the left once, and they say like once at the end of statement. Not all of them. That's like a more of a like kind of countryside thing that I've heard from people up
Yeah.
here. But like doing the Wisconsinites and the Minnesotans, I've heard. Oh, you should just walk around to the left and then get over there once. No, that's more Irish.
More importantly, how do they drive?
Aggressive as fuck.
Really?
Yes, I was in Chicago last weekend and then realized with a blush that I was the aggressive driver. Like,
you fucking dick.
yeah,
Realized
I
with
was
a
just like, yeah. I'm like, oh no, it's me. I'm the bad boy on the street. Shit, I'm causing problems. Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, no, aggressive left turn. Like, oh, I'm getting a green light. There's oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
I'm going left on the first car. You won't hit me. Go for it.
Yeah.
Minnesotans, Minneapolis drivers are terrifying. Not one fuck to give. And I think it's because it's so cold and life is so
from what
urgent.
you just said, if third-degree manslaughter was a 6 months of fits, I've killed 7 of you by now.
Yeah.
Well, don't come to Colorado. They can't drive here either.
Well, from
I
what
think
you
where
told
it's
me,
really
Colorado-
cold, people
there's a
just-
lot of shit Colorado can't do.
Yeah. No.
red lights don't exist where I
No,
live.
they
Like,
don't
yeah,
care.
people just don't mind them. Yeah.
No, they just.
They'll weave in your lane and weave on ahead. It's just like, psh, who's going to stop me? Who's going to stop?
Yeah.
Are you? You're not going to stop me. You're going to sit there. And they don't use their horns either. In Chicago and New York, people use their horns. It's a form of communication. It sounds like
Oh, it's
aggression.
got to be like tap tap or.
It sounds like aggression, but it really is just communication. Hey, I'm letting you know what's going on. I'm talking to you with my car and the language that cars speak. Minnesota, Minneapolis, nobody uses their horns. They expect you to be watching. Like,
Do you know what I miss?
you're not going to hear me coming.
Do you know what I miss? Fucking so I learned
Population?
to drive. Well, that. But I learned to drive in a 68 GTO, which was its own fucking animal. My dad also had, when I was growing up, a 1951 F1. And my dad is a horn user heavy fucking driver. And I missed a It was
I
like,
nailed once.
me growing up with my dad driving that truck, I was always like,
It's doing its best.
yeah. I missed that. We should bring that back.
You hit your horn.
Well,
Good news.
Good
I mean,
news,
surely-
everyone.
Surely they can, with technology, they can do that now. You know,
They can't.
Hey,
They can't do
Call
that
me
now.
Shirley.
And stop calling me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. They can't.
Okay,
You're right. They've
buddies.
got to. Yeah.
You have fun with your next whatever that's local stout is.
This
What
is
are you
a
drinking,
lager.
Trip?
Dude, I'm hanging
You
out with
drinking water?
outdoors.
This is a lager.
Oh, okay, lager.
Water from a can is a scam. You're never gonna catch me doing that. What is this, Spaceballs, where he opens up the air? He's like,
Yeah.
There you go. That's enough to leave it on.
Yeah. All right.
Very
Well,
good
ladies and gentlemen, fucking thank you very much.
Y'all chit chat. I'm good.
Oh, we'll be back later tonight.
Yeah.
That's almost
We're gonna sign off.
I'm in my garage.
But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for fucking hanging out and tuning in. Thank you very much, Michelle, for fucking joining us. Everyone else, go read her new book, Family Ties. It's good. I had the privilege of beta reading it before it came out and giving her a bunch of flack about the fucking story. Most of it I was wrong about. It's a good read. You should check it out. Also,
first part was actually true.
Also, you should maybe hire the cover designer to
Look at that. Who did that cover? That's
I don't know who did that cover, but you should hire her cover fucking designer to maybe.
I didn't know that.
Renaissance man.
Renaissance man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, does it all. Does it all.
All right. Well, Michelle, before
I had an amazing time chatting with you. It was lovely meeting you.
It was lovely meeting you.
And Michelle, where can everyone find you and what you got going on? Pitch yourself. Be unabashedly shameless.
You can find me on X, Instagram under Aesop Stories. You can buy my books and leave, glorious reviews.
Oh, I follow you on Instagram.
You should.
I do.
Yeah, you should. I mean, because listen, Doc and Michelle with one L, not foreshadowing here, and future books that y'all are gonna be doing. Just saying, help a gal out. Anyways, that's it. Michele Packard. Friend of Trip and check.
Yes.